Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another Friday Night Live. It's your boy James and your boy Homegrown Kicks, and we're going to be discussing pretty much all things sneaker related. We got some news about some things coming up, some releases that we're looking forward to, and some things happened this week that I'm sure that we're going to talk about. And make sure you guys check out my homie Homegrown Kicks on Instagram. He has a YouTube as well. Homegrown underscore kicks on Instagram though.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's
How you
good? What's ain't? Let's talk about these kicks, and hopefully,
Yeah,
we can spot some early dubs.
so we got the playoff 13s tomorrow, and I know how much you were looking forward to those. And you got a couple W's, right?
Yeah, yeah. Surprisingly, I got a dub on champs like Foot Locker. Um, X'd me out, but still left me in the running for uh, what is that? The ship to me, which I'm gonna need to like stop that. But champs gave me two dubs. Most important dubs were size 7 dubs. So I got two size 7. So
That's
got two
pretty cool.
size 10s as well, but I don't need but one.
So these are going to be plentiful.
Yeah.
If Flex is handing out W's on anything, you know that there's a lot because
Right.
it's either a lot or nobody wants them, and I feel like there's just a lot. Um, dropped a video about them today, man. A lot of people are they really like these playoff 13s, whether it's just because of nostalgia from back in the day or, whatever the case may be. Because, it's not really for the resale because they're not really
Right.
reselling for a whole
Right.
lot or
13s
anything
don't
like that.
resell unless collabs.
So it's good to see like an OG kind of get some love. Like we saw the Cardinal 7s, I think, drop a couple months ago, and those got no love. No
I
love.
liked them. I just didn't want to pay that price for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. They be charging a Jordan 7 shouldn't be
Right.
$210 or
Right.
$225 like those PSG 7s. Those were nice, not 225 nice. Um, we do have a comment here from Tyrone Turner. Can't wait to hear about the new releases, but glad to see the Cardinal 7s, Gorge Greens, ones, the Cali 5s on Nike for 25% off. Shout out to the sleeper
I didn't know
discount.
we could use them on the Cardinal 7s.
I saw
Never
that.
used them.
Yeah, I saw that discount pop up. I got a notification from Nike saying, you can use 25% off or whatever. I wasn't aware of that you could use it on that stuff until I saw people like posting about it online or whatever.
Yeah.
And but that's pretty cool. I mean, they got to do something to move them because like they've been
Right.
sitting there. They've been sitting there. Them Khaled's even restocked and they still are
Yeah.
sitting there. And
Yeah.
the Cardinal
Speaking of
7,
restocking sitting, the J Balvin tools are sitting on J Balvin's
yeah,
website.
you like
It's like
those,
Nike pushed all their stock back to J Balvin and said, "Here,
Air. You do something with this.
yeah,
Um, the Cardinal 7s ain't a bad sneaker. It's not a bad looking sneaker at all. The Gorge
right."
Greens actually are pretty nice looking. Like if you could get past that silver swoosh, I know a lot of people don't like
Uh,
that.
and that jeweled wings logo,
Yeah.
nah,
But if you get them for, 140, ain't bad, right?
yeah.
So
If I can
um
do some citrus sevens, I'll definitely do the 25% off.
the Khaled 5s, I can't really get back behind
I'm
them,
not.
man. That
I'm
color,
not.
like I don't live in Miami. I don't go to Miami. When I did go to Florida, I still didn't dress in those colors. Like it's just I don't know, just not for me. Those other ones like them white and purple ones, the
Right.
sale I think they called them. Those actually wasn't too bad, but I would probably cop those. But I did try on release day when they first dropped, and I didn't get them. So
McDaniel Darrell, what's up, man? Glad to see you here, a fellow Atlantean, A.T. Elliott.
me and Homegrown were talking earlier about how bad the Falcons are and all that because
Yeah,
Homegrown is a Falcons fan,
yeah.
and
As you can see,
we'll see if you guys
other side, other side.
we'll see if you guys could get Lamar Jackson or
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
going to happen. I don't even want anybody to entertain that thought. I don't even want to get
Right.
that thought going. It's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah,
No.
no, I don't think it is
Yes.
either. But so the playoff 13s are tomorrow, and I know that them joints are going to be sitting. But listen, it's going to be an easy cop. Like we don't get many of those for like a nice sneaker. They overproduce this sneaker. It's
Right.
basically like the highlight of the All Star Weekend. And I don't know if you've been noticing, but they have been dropping and restocking and sneaker passing and all types of stuff for just Utah. Like,
Yes, yes, because of
yeah.
All Star Weekend, they did the uh, Lost and Founds. Um, they've done
Well, the Lost and Founds were at a Foot Locker in Utah.
yes, and they've done it multiple times now. They've done the crafts. They also did the military blacks. Um, and it was a couple of other ones.
The
It was
the
a
high
couple of
cut
others.
85s.
Yes, yes, those two,
Yeah.
those two.
Um, so, if you live in Utah, man, shout out to you guys because you guys are actually getting some pretty cool restocks around your way.
2-7 boy, bro. What is up with GOAT? My 85 Jordan 1 black and whites are being sent to me from the Netherlands. Is that normal?
Yes.
Nowadays, yes, because it used to be US and then another option was Japan or China, whichever was Japan. And then they extended it out further east. So yes, that is natural, not very common, but it is natural.
Couple things. Goat and StockX and places like that, like the bigger ones like them too, they have hubs all over the world. And a
Yeah,
lot of times these sneakers come out over there in other parts of the world, in Europe and stuff like that, way before they come out over here. Not all the time, but like a good amount of the time, right? So them coming from another part of the world is not necessarily like a bad thing. They still have to
right,
go and be authenticated and then
right.
be sent to you and stuff like that. So it's really nothing to worry about. I Some people even get kind of weirded out whenever like DHL is the one delivering your package,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. They do deliver.
And I typically don't feel that way, but I just bought uh what was it? Some sunglasses from Ray-Ban
Yeah,
and those were coming DHL and like I was making sure I was like on the official Ray-Ban website, like everything like afterwards. I was like, did I mess up? Right. So no,
I
so I
think
know exactly how you feel. But no,
I think my copper one, like the copper Jordan ones, the ones that had like three different names before release day.
yeah.
They were like the Statue of Liberties, the coppers, and then like something military or something like that came on. But those came from China or Japan or whatever. I can't remember. But they were delivered by DHL. And when I got them, I was weirded out just like you. But they were straight. And then the 13s, my Soulfly 13s, they were coming from China, and DHL was supposed to deliver those, and I never got them. So, I mean, it's hit or miss with DHL
Yeah.
and with like overseas, but I've never heard anything bad come out of the Netherlands. But I've never heard anything come out of the Netherlands. Period.
I've
So,
I've gotten packages from the Netherlands
okay,
before.
okay,
Um, I think the last one I got from the Netherlands. Why can't I say Netherlands?
that's a tongue twister. Yeah,
Netherlands, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It was I bought the Heritage Jordan 1s, like, super early from there because
Ooh,
they dropped over there. Yeah, but they was going for, like, retail, bro, and it was, like, 3 months early, and I was like, "Yeah, alright," you know what I mean? So but I think that was the last one that I got from, like, there.
but I think that's
Um
why I was able to get my Soul Flies for a slightly cheaper price because they were coming from.
Shout out to all 2080 y'all in the building, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. And you know what I mean, really does help out, puts these lives and my videos out in front of more people. I appreciate you guys for pulling up tonight. Let me know if you guys, first of all, if you guys have any questions about anything that you want answered. I never remember to say this, but hit the chat with them. Me and Homegrown be happy to, get to your questions or whatever you might have. Also, if you guys hit on anything, yeah, whether it was the Air Jordan 4 crafts or um, was it the Seafoams or even the high cut 85 Jordan 1s recently. Let us know about those as well so we can shout you out for your W. But
Ask and you shall receive. Rebel's feet. He's on a hot streak.
all right. I had a successful week of releases. Got the Panda High 85, status access on playoffs, and was able to grab a restock pair of Black Panda Dunks, all personals. Shout out to Rebels Feet, man. Nice W's. I don't call them pandas. The high cut 85s. I took an L on them. I really wanted them. There's only what 36,000 pairs, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Not a lot of pairs, and we knew that that was going to be a problem. So, congrats to you on that one. Playoff 13s. I'm a big OG guy, man. Like the 13. I'm not the biggest 13 guy, but that's a nice sneaker, you know. And
Yeah.
I remember Jordan playing in those, like when I was like a little boy, like and definitely has some memories. It definitely has some history back behind it. So shout out to you. The Panda, Black Panda Dunks. You know, hey,
Unfortunately, like for 13s, like the leather on the toe box is terrible. Um, and I think for a shoe that requires so little leather, like they could
make it the
oh,
best or make it real
yeah,
good or something like
right,
that. Yeah.
right, right. I've never understood it, but I will say one thing: that toe box does stay. Unlike many other shoes where the toe box will collapse and crease up, that toe box on the 13 does stay. Uh, 2727 boy one. The customs on those Heritage Jordans actually come out fire when done right. Yeah, I have seen customs of the Heritage done very well. Um, I don't know. I think like my only problem with the Heritage, because I did a video on the Heritage Jordan ones, and I tried to get rid of them as quickly as possible. I didn't like them. Like I wasn't a huge fan of them. It was too much white on there for me. But
I actually like them.
like
I won't buy
I
more than
don't want
one
to have
pair
to
of them.
do. I don't want to have to do a lot to my shoe just for me to like them more. Now I get like if you're into that stuff and you look for shoes to improve, but for me, like looking for a shoe to improve would be like a hobby, but not a passion or a thrill or a like. And I just don't want to do stuff like that. But I
I
agree
saw a
with you.
lot of people after they took their L in the Lost and Founds customizing them to make them
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah. That was the very first thing I saw.
Sailor White Nike app so fluke. Shake my head. I hope I at least get the threes. Man, everybody's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
you'll
going
get the
after them
threes.
threes.
Everybody that wants the threes, well, not everybody, but a good majority of you that want the threes will get the threes.
They're saying that there's gonna be high stock for them, but they
Yeah.
said that for the Lost and Founds too, and you see how that went. Um,
Super Kami Guru hit the craft boards on sneakers.
shout
What
out
size
to
are they? Can I get them?
you. Shout out to you, man, for the W. That wasn't an easy one to come across either.
Right. No, it wasn't. Fresh like Floyd. I like that name. Fresh like Floyd. Do you think the Panda ones from this week will restock before July?
No,
I will agree with you on that. They will not restock. That's one of those shoes where they're gonna dump everything they have during All Star Weekend. That's why I would say that's why not very many people hit on it, or the release numbers were so low.
I could be wrong when I say this, but I don't believe that they've ever restocked any high cut anything.
No, they haven't. Now
Like
they
from
made
Nike.
a larger number of the Stealth Gray 85 highs, and those sat for a little bit, but no, the Stealth Grays weren't 85 cuts, were they?
No,
No, they
there's only
weren't.
four of them. There's the Varsity Reds. There's the neutral gray. There's the Georgetown, and then
Right,
these black and whites.
but they made a higher number of the neutral grays than anything. I think
I
The
don't
Jordans?
remember the stock numbers on those. I tried everything to get those too, and I couldn't get 'em.
Really?
The Georgetowns only had 10,000 pairs. These had 36,000.
Mm, mm.
So, more people were able to get Ws. Unfortunately, way more higher demand than the stock, right? So
Right,
when we throw out these numbers, like when we're talking about the Jordan 3 Reimagine having 300,000 or 800,000 pairs, it sounds like a lot, right? It sounds
right,
like a lot, but
right,
the demand is really high. So
right.
people are going to double up, triple up, quadruple up, get their baby mama, their side chick, their grandma. Everybody's going to have a sneakers account trying to get them. So, um,
E. De Niro, dub on the Seafoams.
hey, congrats on your W, man.
That's a
Congrats.
good that's a good four to pick up,
It's
especially
not
if
a
you
it's not a bad looking sneaker. It's not a
right,
bad looking sneaker. See, I got this, and me and you were talking about this earlier, man. I have this problem when it says women's exclusive. I have this problem
right,
to where I don't feel right picking this sneaker up. Like I don't feel like it's for me. And I don't necessarily believe that in 2023 that we should be having women's exclusives or men's exclusives. Like it should
right,
just be all, unisex and all that. Obviously you can't do that for like the grade school and the toddler and whatever.
right, right,
But the adult sizes, like women wear men's sneakers and men buy the women's one and vice versa. Like they need to stop doing that. It's basically to me, it's just a marketing ploy to Nike for Nike so that they can market towards women and try to get more women into sneakers and stuff like that. So, and even though I know that, I still have a hard time buying them, right? So,
Rebel's feet said, I'm the owner, so I'm calling them pandas. Hell, I might even buy laces with pandas on them and put them in the high 85.
yeah, yeah. Nah, man, that's cool. I don't know. I just don't feel right calling them
Ooh.
pandas.
Shout out to wifey. Tyrone Turner Sr. says, sorry, I mean, but that's the tag name, so I gotta call out the whole thing.
Yeah,
I only
Tyrone.
take L's, but my wife hit the craft fours in my size on sneakers and the seafoam fours and her size on Foot Locker shipped to home. Wifey on a hot streak.
And wifey's getting sneakers from Foot Locker. Marry
Right.
her if you haven't already. Marry her again. Renew your vows. Whatever you got to do. If she can get sneakers out of Foot Locker, but congrats on the W, man. Appreciate that. McDaniel Darrell saving the funds to cop the cement threes. W would be nice for my first pair of threes. Yeah, I hope you get them, man.
Right.
But listen, what I'm personally doing is because like that is like a must cop, right? Like no matter what, come hell or high water, like I'm copping. So if I have to go pay resale, so be it. Like, you know what I mean? I've been super selective. Like I still have not got a sneaker in 2023 yet. I've tried for a couple of things. I tried to hit on shock drops. I tried to do all that, but like some of this other stuff that I normally would have bought like last year, the year before, the year before that, I've been just passing up, right?
Right.
Because I know I need my money to buy
Right.
so many things in 2023 that, I can't buy as much as I did, trying to
Right.
save up for a wedding for next year and stuff like that too. So,
Right.
if I didn't have that, maybe I'd be still going crazy. But like, I know that I can only cop maybe at the most like 20 pairs of shoes this year. You know what I mean?
I
So
think I'm I think I might I think that might be my cap. I think last year I copped less than 20, which I was surprised because like at the end of the year, Nice Kicks and everybody else, they drop a small list of like all the shoes that released within the year.
yeah,
And I went down the list and I was able to skip a lot of shoes. I mean, some of them that were skips I wanted, and I could have gone back and got them like resale wise or whatever, but I didn't. And I'm just so glad that I was able to limit my purchases to 20 pairs last year. But I was
I,
proud of myself. That's an
I think I
accomplishment.
I think I ended up with like 38 or 42 or something like that last year.
That's not bad because it was still like over 100 pairs.
Yeah. So, you got to even think like what, and I paid resale for some of those. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that adds up a
Ouch.
lot. Like I was looking at my finances, at the end of
Yeah.
last year, and I'm like, all right, so I can't do this again because I did this for 3 straight years, and
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I've actually moved some sneakers though. I sold the to a subscriber. I sold the off-white Dunk Lows. I sold
Okay.
the white Oreo 4s.
Oh,
Those
you got rid of the Dunkalos. That's okay.
yeah.
Okay.
What else? Midnight Navies 4s and a pair of Shadow 2.0s, Jordan 1s. And I
Oh,
just recently
that was a
yeah.
good let go. That was a good let
Well,
go.
I had doubles on all of them except for the off-white. So,
Right.
um and I just sold I'm gonna be selling them tomorrow. Um um Jordan 4 uh what is it called? The Red Thunders. The Red Thunders.
Thank you.
So I
Thank,
just got rid of those.
thank you.
We'll be getting rid of those.
There was no need for two pairs. Thank you.
Nah, they're what I mean, they're nice on feet though. They're nice, but trying to say, get some room in this room and um, some funds and stuff for some other things I got going on. So, who's
Let's see.
next?
Michael Bennett said, "Will there be a shot drop on the live Thursday?"
I don't know.
So right, because the rumor is that Nike listens, and if the buzz is too big, they cancel and they shift things around.
Right.
I'm gonna say it would be nice for them to do a shot drop, but if they don't be upset. And at the same time, anything is possible. The lives aren't very long; they're usually like 30 minutes.
Hour at the
So,
most. Yeah.
right, right. So keep your eyes open and just watch the live, even if you want to take your phone or your computer or whatever and just sit it off to the side and listen in the background. Do that. Do that.
Yeah. I mean, you would think we might get a shock drop for the white cement threes, but they didn't shock drop the lost and founds.
Right.
So that's why I kind of feel like those won't shock drop. And then we got the Jordan 5 UNCs coming up right at the beginning of March. So it's possible it could be them.
Right.
But who knows? You remember last year, and like this is a thing I've kind of been like looking out for, but they already have them on the sneakers app, so I don't think this is gonna happen. Those Jordan 6 UNCs, they just shock dropped all the men's pairs, didn't actually
Yeah.
have the real release and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sort
Yeah.
of irritated me.
Yes.
Only because like I had already bought a early pair, but like I actually love sixes. Like if the colorway's dope, like I love
Right.
sixes. So I was like, dude, I want the double up on that, and yeah, then they dropped all the men's pairs, didn't even have an actual release. So,
Right.
I was, I've been looking for these fives, man, just in case.
That's what
Um,
caught me with that one. When they did the shot drop, I was there for the shot drop. And it wasn't like I didn't have the money or anything like that, but I was like, I'd rather wait till I get paid before I make the purchase. So that day I could have made the purchase, but I was like, oh, they're gonna drop it on
yeah,
Saturday. And
yeah, I tried to get them, but like they gave me the L, and then I was like, oh, but the release date's still 2 weeks from now,
right,
and they never,
right.
they
Nope,
they dropped the grade school ones, and that was it.
right. And then they came out with the report like a couple of days later that all the pairs had been dropped during that shock drop. So
I kind
yeah,
of feel like that might have been a mistake. Like they may not have meant to do that.
right. Super
Um,
Kami Guru said the fours are a 9.5 and they're for me. Hey man, I wear a 10. I can break my big toe and get right on up in them. But I understand. I understand. I would keep them too.
2.7 boy one. I hit on the craft fours on sneakers, also size 12.5. 13 after taking an L on size 12. Now, hey, at least you got some. If you can fit into,
Right.
if you can fit into them, more power to you. Most of us can wear two sizes, right? Like, I wear eight,
Right.
eight and a half. Yeah. So,
I mean, just break that big toe. Just roll it up a little
or just put that little pinky toe under another one. You know what I'm saying?
bit.
It'd be all right.
Do high 85s ever restock?
Nope.
No, not to my knowledge. I've never seen an 85
I,
restock.
I would be surprised. I hope they do. That'd be dope. But they don't restock. Like they don't. You know what I mean? They drop and that's it. Like
Right.
Uh, what y'all
What do
think
y'all think
of the
of the
red
red
cement
cement
fours?
4s? fours. I personally don't like them at all. Go ahead.
They're not on my cop list for this year. That doesn't mean people won't buy them. People are going to buy them. When it comes, a lot of people are saying that they don't, and I'm not saying you specifically, but a lot of people, even including myself, kind of look at them like, I don't really need them. But when the time gets closer, like when they're ready to be dropped, that's when I think they'll sell out. I don't know that they'll be
Get a
worth
look
like
at those
crazy
red
money.
cement fours because I don't. I thought they had already dropped.
No, they look like the Midnight Navies, but
Weren't they
with
supposed to drop last
better.
year?
No, we've been seeing images of it since last year.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay. That's what I thought. Because I remember seeing those images last year and saying why. Um, they would have been fine without the splatter on there on the midsole. I
yeah.
I hate that. I get it, it's the cement theme, but it only worked for the white cements. It honestly only worked for the white cements when it came to the fours.
I think the reason why I don't like them is because it's another red shoe. Like
Yeah, that's a
I got so many, and I'm trying not to keep buying red shoes, but to keep dropping dope red shoes. So I end up with so many red shoes. But um, yeah,
I don't
it's
think I
it's
like the
not
red
it's not on
on
my
it
cop
either.
list.
I don't think I like the red on it either. I don't like that tone of red. I don't. It's something really about that shoe that I don't like. I'll leave it at that. I
Shout out to High Vibration 432. How you doing tonight? Thanks for
love it.
pulling up.
High vibrations, man. Grand rising, infinite rising, all of that. Yeah.
Any chance for Jordan Reserve during All Star Weekend? I would doubt it. They normally, when they do Jordan Reserves, they do it during the week.
Yeah.
Most of the time, there's been a few Saturday ones here and there, but
I
for the
was gonna
most
say
part,
I think they have done a reserve during
yeah,
All Star Weekend. Of course not last. What? No, not last year because they didn't have. No, that was whichever one was during COVID. They didn't like 1 or 2 years they didn't have All Star, or the second year they had it, but it wasn't big, and they were limiting the amount of people that were able to come or something like that. People weren't able to, whatever. But um, they don't do reserves that often during All Star Weekend. Normally they'll just regionally dump shoes, and then
yep.
yeah, you can get it or you can't.
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible. I'm not gonna totally rule it out, but there's high stock numbers for those 13s tomorrow, so they're not gonna want to, drop a whole bunch of pairs of those, and then drop something else where it takes away from the sales of that. I mean, if you think about it, like, what would you do if you were dropping, let's say, 300,000 pairs of shoes that are not going to instantly sell out, and it's going to take some time? Would you drop things that are super hyped so that they don't buy those Jordan 13s?
Yeah,
I'm being for real. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Um,
It only
so
makes sense, but Nike does strange things all the time.
I mean, there might be some surprises, more surprises for the people in Utah because they're getting hooked up right now.
Whew, yeah, I might fly up to Utah real quick. It's only an hour flight.
Doctor Disinfect, what's up? How you doing tonight, man? Thanks for coming up. Nothing wrong with buying women's shoes; they fit the same. No, you're absolutely right, and I do have some. Right, like I got these Jordan 1 silvers, like the silver toes. They're dead stock. I never actually wore them, but I like them, and I had them an idea for outfit that I have that goes with them. Yada yada yada. And then I got these Jordan 1 lows. They're like in a reverse panda colorway, and I'm actually gonna put them on Goat unless somebody wants to give me a good offer for them. Hold on, I showed you these before, homegrown.
Those reverse pandas, when you bring them up, man, those are the only pandas I probably want.
These dead stock. I have two pairs.
Oh yeah, those are clean.
I'm
Those are
gonna be
clean.
selling one of these because I don't need two.
Two of
Um,
those are clean. Yeah.
yeah, but this is actually a woman's sneaker, technically, So, but yeah, here or there I buy them, but like there is like a stigma to it, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that feels that way. Um, but Homegrown says it's just guilt because I'm taking away
Yeah.
a shoe from a woman, but I don't think it's necessarily guilt. Maybe it is in some
Like I
form.
told you. I've never seen a woman walk into the store and feel guilty about buying men's boxers, men's shoes, men's t-shirts. Nothing.
Shout out to all 38 of y'all, man. Thanks for being here tonight. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Trying to do
Oh,
better about asking for likes.
38 Honda of y'all.
38,000 of y'all. Fresh like Floyd, not a question, but I'm just saying as well. I also haven't hit yet 0 for 3, and I'm only out for ones and like a few fours.
That's gonna be tough though. That's gonna
Fours
be
are gonna
tough anyway.
fours are gonna be tough. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure them Laneys
Fours are
are
the new
available right now
wave.
if you want another Jordan 1.
Yeah.
And there's what the Gore did the Gore Greens actually sell out today finally?
Nah, nah.
Um,
Like they're sitting in stores right now.
yeah, there's Jordan 1s. There's a lot of Jordan 1s out on the market that you could pick up right now. Like those man, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and a couple years prior to that, every Jordan 1, no matter what it was, no matter what it looked
Right,
like,
right.
gone seconds. Now it's not like that, right?
We
So,
got Jordan 1 fatigue.
which is kind of cool. I mean, because
Right,
like if there's a Jordan 1 that you want, like you have a good chance of getting like unless it's like a OG or like the Lost and Found reimagined, like something that has
right.
like hype that has everybody going crazy. Jordan 1s are a lot easier. They're actually easier than picking up a Jordan 1 low. Like
Yeah,
I haven't been
yeah,
able to hit on a Jordan 1 low in forever, and those were like my go-to for years, even before anybody was ever rocking with those. Like I would always buy Jordan 1s. I didn't care what nobody said. And now like Jordan 1 lows, I guess maybe just because of the whole Travis Scott thing, I'm assuming, but those go like that no matter what. They're gone unless it's like a pink shoe or some kind of Easter looking thing that's like a woman's exclusive or something. Like if they're in a decent, like those Concord 1 lows that I wanted, remember
yeah,
those?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, those just restocked somewhere, not on Nike, but somewhere else, gone in seconds.
I can't, man. Oh gosh, that was Concord one of those. Like,
KB Kicks, what's good?
what's
Late
good,
but here.
KB?
Appreciate
What's
you for
good?
coming through, my guy. He hit on the 13s. He just got them in.
Better late than never, man. Better late than never.
I was wondering where you were, man. I know you look forward to this. Sailor White sneakers app gonna explode for the threes.
Maybe they're not going to explode like the Lost and Founds, but the walls will bulge a bit.
Yeah, right. And I made a video and I was talking about that, and I was like, you remember Homegrown in that video that I posted the day that those Lost and Founds dropped, or the day before that, and then on the live the night before, I told y'all that the sneakers app was gonna break.
Yeah, yeah,
And then it happened, but I didn't know it was gonna break all like that, right? Like I
yeah.
knew
It
I
was
knew it
terrible.
was gonna break. Just because the Chicago one is just, you know, maybe the most important sneaker in
Right,
history, right?
right.
This one I think is
It's what started it all. I mean,
yeah, we wouldn't we I feel like the cement threes, it's gonna be a problem. Is it gonna break the sneakers app? I don't know. I gotta see how
I'm
that
finna get
sneak
a pair of cement threes off of Hibbett. Watch.
I gotta see how the sneakers app is behaving leading up to, because people are still having problems like getting in. Ever since the Lost and Found drop, like it's buggy still, and
Right.
people are having
Um,
trouble getting in. And
my sneakers app does this thing now where depending on the drop or depending on what's going on, uh, when I try to purchase a shoe, it'll go from the app to the online login, and it'll make me it'll make me put my password. And once I put my password in, it'll go back to the app. So it'll jump from app online to app.
basically, that sounds like an automatic L,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So mm,
I'm just going down the list. Damn, what you got size 12, James? Nothing.
dreams.
Nothing. Nothing. See, I'm not one of those people, like I'm not a reseller, right?
Right,
I go to
right.
work every day, like I mean I do YouTube all night, like I film and all that and then I edit, but I'm not a reseller. Like when I cop sneakers, unless it's like something I cop for somebody else, right? Everything that you see on my channel is I bought for myself. You know what I mean? Because I liked it or whatever. I mean, I used to buy sneakers just to review, like when I first started, like 2.5 years ago. But I don't do stuff like that anymore. Um, but yeah, nothing in a size 12, man. Everything I got is either 8 or 8.5 in men's. But I'll probably will do another video of sneakers I'm getting rid of because I got all these sneakers in here, and then I got another room full of sneakers. So I'm trying to move some things.
Well, at some point, you know what? At some point, I'm gonna start doing videos. Well, I'm gonna start posting my videos, and at some point, whenever I hit a certain threshold, I'm gonna start like getting rid of some of my shoes because I've got over. I lost count at like 300 or 400, and that was maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
there's no reason to have all these shoes. I mean,
yeah,
I like having them. I don't ever want to part with them. That's the other thing. Like I have a hard time. Like for me to sell a sneaker, I have to have a double up of that most
right,
of the time. Like
right,
or I'm not giving it up no matter what. It could be beat and I'm like, I might be able to bring them back. I mean,
right, like,
Super Cami Guru says Off-White Dunk, my favorite shoe in collection, but I still haven't worn them yet. And that's the other thing, right? If you're not gonna wear them, like, and I'm not
yeah,
saying, and I'm not talking to you specifically, but like how my thinking has been, is like I haven't even worn the first pair yet.
right. But
Why do
that's
I
that's
need the second and third? Right?
right, and that's the kind of point that I've hit. Like, I've got maybe like 500-600 pairs of shoes, and I've only worn 3 or 4. I can count on my hand how many pairs I've worn out of those 4, 5, 600 pairs of shoes.
Are you wearing
So
them punch bowl Jordan ones right now?
nah, they in front of me. They in front of me though.
Okay.
Like I honestly, and the crazy thing is, I think a lot of sneakerheads or sneaker enthusiasts or whatever you want to call yourself can agree, man. You see these shoes and you get that thirst, you get that excitement, and then you get the shoes because you're saying, I want them, I'm gonna wear them, I'm gonna like flex my shoes, and then if you're an adult and you have like adult things to do, like life gets in the way of that, and then you just end up with a ton of shoes that you don't wear.
I tell people all the time, like, people like that I'll meet in real life and have like conversations with, and they'll be like, Well, you have all those shoes. Like, I feel like, because like, I'll ask what they have, and they'll be like, I feel like, because I only have like 8 pairs of shoes or 10 pairs of shoes that, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
they feel like they're like not, like, I don't know, like not worthy, or I don't know,
right,
like trying to think of the word that it could be, like they don't
right,
measure up or something. And
right,
I
right.
tell them all the time, like, listen, I have real problems. Like you
Yeah,
having 8 to 10 pairs of sneakers, that's normal.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
Like I mean, I have the equivalent of a drug addiction. Like,
Yeah,
so that's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
shout out
When
to
I
you.
was at that,
If you have 8 or 10 sneakers in your collection, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't
right,
need this. You
right,
don't
right.
need this,
When I
you
was
know?
at that point where when I had less than 5 sneakers, I was like, I felt the way you were just talking about. I was like, can I really call myself a sneakerhead, or
Right.
can I really say that I'm part of the sneaker community? Because look, I
Right.
only have like 5 pairs of shoes, and they're GRs, and like getting hundreds of pairs of shoes seemed like a far off notion or concept. And now I'm in that realm, and I'm envious of those people that have like 5 to 8 shoes.
Yeah, because they have food and electricity and like
But,
a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, like there's a
right,
lot of money wrapped up into this stuff, man, and you don't necessarily need all that. I've been blessed to be able to get all the sneakers that I have and, still live a nice life and everything, but you don't need to do all that.
right.
Dr. Disinfect. I just got my Union LA black toes in from Goat 2 days ago. I've barely taken them off my feet since they came in, trying to get them broke in. Ones look better beat up a bit. Facts.
Well, that's
Facts.
a pretty penny. That's a pretty penny.
Yeah. Well,
Congratulations to you for pulling the trigger on that.
Yeah, man, that's a big purchase. That's a big boy purchase right there,
Right,
you
right.
know? And now we just saw in back-to-back comments, right? We just saw 2 sides of the equation. We have Super Cami Guru, uh, not being able to put them on feet, basically, and then we have Doctor Disinfect
Dr.
here,
Disrespect wanted to beat the
been on
hell
his
out
feet the entire time, right?
of him.
And if I'm being honest, like, I love getting, like, sneakers, like, let's say, like, something like a Travis Scott, right? Like,
Right,
I love getting that W that I got on, like, the Black Phantoms or whatever, right? That
right,
W, man, that felt great. It still feels great. Like, when I talk about it, my face lights up, my smile just blings a little bit, you know what I mean? Because that was
right,
awesome. But then I have that problem where it's like, well, I only got the one pair, so I can't wear them, right? But then I feel like
right,
I feel like, right, like, I would rather just get GRs because then I could just
yeah,
wear them and I won't have to worry about it or whatever. Because the moment you put that Travis Scott on foot, man, you just lost $800.
right, right.
And,
But
you know, it's that mental thing, man.
yeah, but it's almost the same with GRs because I've got Travis Scott highs, I've got Union Storm Blue highs. Um, for a long time, and I think I'm not even gonna say for a long time because I still suffer with that. Even with some GRs, I'm like, do I want to put them on because they could go up in resale at any time?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
and I only got one pair. Do I want to put them on, or do I just want to like save them because something more might come along and I could trade them for something more?
Yeah, it's like I like having, like, those kinda sneakers around, like, those, like, high value sneakers that I know are gonna go up or have gone up, not because I necessarily wanna sell them, but, like, if my world ends and I need a new
Right.
liver, you know what I mean? And I have to pay for a liver. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as crazy as that sounds, bro, like, this is how I think, right? It's like if my world ends and I need that, it's there. You know what I'm saying? And then I could just flip it, get my new liver, and keep it pushing. But but Rebel's feet, I couldn't even imagine not wearing my sneakers. I guess I'm an old head. Now we just saw a third side to the coin, right? They won't, you wear everything. Like that's what I love about sneakers, man. Like, and people
Right.
that wear sneakers, everybody's different. Everybody's
You know
different.
what? Young or old, I don't think wearing your shoes is dependent on your age. I think there are a lot of different factors that go into whether people wear their shoes or not. It might be life situations. Like I work 5 times a week, 5 days a week, and
Right.
they're like weird days sometimes. And when I'm done with my work week, I'm too tired to really go anywhere. So I don't really go anywhere.
Right.
Other people might not wear them for the resale purposes. Other people might not wear them because they have collections like ours and they just don't immediately get to them. I mean.
The thing is like to afford all these shoes, you got to work hard,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
personally, me, I can't wear sneakers to work. I'm not
Right,
allowed.
right. I
I have to
can't
wear.
either.
Yeah, I got to wear dress shoes to work. So, I don't ever get to wear my sneak. If I was allowed to wear sneakers to work, I would be so fresh every day, bro.
Yeah,
But I can't, right? I can only really wear sneakers on like the weekends and stuff like that when I go somewhere, like if I go out to eat or something. And nobody cares what my shoes look like at Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
right.
but it's just when you like I said, and we were talking about somebody who has 8 or 10 sneakers. You got 8 or 10 sneakers, yeah. You're more inclined to wear 8 or 10 shoes or have some kind of rotation. When you get to 100,
Yeah,
you even forget what you have.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I was going through stuff, a month ago, and I was like, "Totally forgot I even had these. Forgot I even
Right,
had these." And sometimes I'll go through my YouTube videos. I'll be like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah." And you forget you even have stuff. So,
right.
there's a
Yeah,
lot of reasons. I mean, resale does like, I'm not gonna sit here and just act like that doesn't factor in because it does. It's just like I was talking about getting my new liver. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I need a new liver. Like I grew up poor, you know what I mean? Like super poor.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like I always have to have some in my mind, I always have to have some backup plan just in
Backup
case
plan.
things
Right.
things go wrong and like I you know what I mean? And I'm stuck because I I don't have anybody to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like I either figure it out or you know what I mean. So, and a lot of people have that mentality, but I'm not a reseller. Like I don't buy sneakers like, oh man, I'm gonna resell it. A lot of times they just sit here.
Right.
And all this got pulled up and expanded and been like this crazy amount of sneakers pretty much due to COVID when we couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. What's
What's
going
up, my
on?
guy?
What's good? What's good?
Shout out to the homie vlogging with Demetrius. And go ahead and shout your stuff up, man, for the people in the building.
All right, for people who don't know me, as you can see down below, my name is Vlog with Demetrius. I also have a YouTube channel covering sneakers. I'm trying to be more consistent with videos, but work been kind of hectic lately. But definitely give me a follow on Instagram and Twitter, but also subscribe. On the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we'll be giving away a magnetic levitation display at 1K. So you definitely want to be a part of that.
You know what I
So
think?
what are we talking about?
How, like real quick, before we get into that, how far away are you from 1,000?
Uh,
Like 100 of them?
less than 200.
Okay,
I'm at
you're gonna get.
802 right now.
All right, man, you're gonna get there soon, man.
Oh yeah.
Basically, we're going through these comments. We're talking about sneaker collections and having a big sneaker collection versus having a small sneaker collection and wearing them and versus not wearing them and uh, that kind of stuff.
All right.
Let's see. Fresh like Floyd said, gotta go to a basketball game, but thanks for doing this every time, man. We appreciate you, Floyd, for showing up every
Nah, for
single
real.
time,
Thank you
man.
so much, man. I appreciate you. We'll see you
Thank
next time.
you, is what, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you next time for sure. Have a good night. Enjoy the basketball game.
What's good? No hype. 85. What's good, fam? And what up, Sean Kick?
I got to go up 0.5 and fours. I couldn't think of going down 0.5 data hurt. Some
I
people
go
have
to the
issues with
side,
that
but
back
every
tab on them.
sneaker.
Some people have problems with that back tab, and that's
Hmm.
why they go up a half size.
A lot of times people say they have a issue with their pinky toe. That's why they go up half a size. Me, I'm a true 10. So fours, ones, whatever. I can wear them all in 10. Don't have no problem.
Same.
Donna 2455. Hey. Shout out
Hey,
to Donna.
hey.
Thank you for pulling up tonight. Hope you're doing well. Tyrone Turner. I do believe this weekend we should keep an eye out on Nike app. Not just sneakers. Probably we'll get some random restocks. Yeah, we definitely could. You know what I mean? There might be something. I don't think we're going to get anything too crazy. We might, we should definitely keep an eye on it at all times, just in case. But they might
What was the
restock some
last
stuff.
crazy restock or release we got on All-Star weekend? I'm trying
Last
to
year
think of it
wasn't.
now.
Last year wasn't too crazy. The year
Right,
before that, they didn't have one.
right.
Um,
Year before that, was it like Travis Scott's or something?
I don't think so.
I don't even remember.
Like sixes, like olive sixes or something? I don't know.
No, them. What were those? What were those tan Travis Scott sixes? I think you got them, don't you?
The British khakis, I
Yeah,
got
Yeah, the
those.
British
British
Yeah.
khakis.
khakis.
Those came out like
That wasn't All-Star weekend.
it came out right after that, like in like it was like March or April or something.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the olives.
I don't think it was for All Star Weekend.
Let me see. I got a review or a live stream about those British khakis.
Rebels Feet. If they drop something super hype, they'll catch people who just want to buy something for the 13s. I hope that they drop something tight. I just kind of feel like they're not gonna go crazy because they're dropping all the stock on them. But
Yeah.
we'll definitely be paying attention for sure. You should definitely pay attention because you never know. The Butcher. I can't wait to see the True Blues go on sale. Would love to snag a pair under retail.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Are we
Like
talking about are we talking about the ones?
yeah, they're
True
still
Blue
sitting on some
ones.
websites.
What
The
True
blue and
Blue
gray.
ones?
The Detroit Lion ones.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought those were still on Nike.
No, I mean some sizes, but most sizes are gone as far as as far as the men's, but overseas they're sitting, and there's a website that I retweeted. They're sitting over there. Well, two of them are sitting, so I retweeted them just to see if they're gonna go on sale.
The Butcher, I don't know what size you are. Um, a lot of the men's sizes in this on Nike are sold out. They do have a 12 and a half available, and then a 14, a 15, a 16, a
Woo,
17, and an 18.
good
Um,
lord.
but a lot of people are like 12, 12 and a half, so it's worth
Nike sneakers
mentioning.
is selling homes at that point. Good lord. 17, 18? Jeez.
Those gourd greens are still on there, but like
They're
eight
going
and
for
a
like
half.
135.
Yeah, because you can use that coupon with them. Um, eight and a half, nine, nine and a half, 10, 10 and a half, and 11 are available in the gorge green.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that coupon got people buying, man.
Oh yeah.
I use that coupon on some Cardinals or some Citrus Sevens. That's what I.
Shout out to all 44 of y'all in the building.
Make sure I hit that like
44,000.
button.
Yeah,
He's not gonna ask y'all to do it, but I will.
I
Support is
am
free.
I am horrible at
Hit that
asking
like
for
button.
likes. Even if you watch my videos, I hardly ever ask people to
I'm
subscribe
gonna ask.
or subscribe or like the video. Somehow people keep liking and subscribing, so I'll just throw up a graphic. Dr. Disinfect, I'll tell you something someone told me about sneakers. Put your size in your profile and only go for that size. I've been hitting like crazy. Definitely seems like it helped me hit. That's what I do. I put
But
that
see,
in there.
that's. I remember also when somebody said if your profile doesn't have a picture
Yeah,
on a sneakers app, Nike will
yeah.
think you're a bot. So be sure to add your picture, a personal picture, whatever, to your account.
Oh man, I should do that because I know I don't have that.
Dr. Disinfect, I need you to keep commenting whatever because I like that name. Dr. Disinfect.
I'm definitely gonna do that. You know what? I never thought to put a picture on my sneakers app.
Rebel's feet. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Concord One Lows, shiny pandas.
Like, I'm not taking up for the Concord One Lows, but
Shiny pandas.
like,
I don't know why that's so funny to me, dude.
I
But
don't
anyway,
think that's that bad. I don't think that's that bad. Like, I'm not a fan of them, but I don't think they're
them Concord One Lows are kind of tough. Like I like them, man. Like I passed on them because I wanted to get the high cut 85s, but now I kind of wish I would have got them.
What those are going for now?
Like
After
like 150. They're
retail.
not going for much, but they're just nice.
No, I mean the high 85s.
Oh.
I know they were sitting at like
that
330 before release.
Some sizes were like 280 before the release, and people were like, "Should I buy them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think you should."
what the big red boots going for?
Uh, like 1500.
Y'all really buying big red boots?
I wanted a pair.
That's crazy.
I
I
would love
wanted
to
a
see it
pair.
on foot.
Listen,
I would
I'm
love to
Yeah.
see
gonna
it
keep
on
it a buck
foot.
with you guys, man. Like I look for the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing them, and people have been talking about them, and people have been finding them and wearing them and stuff. I I can't believe this is a thing. Like I can't like I can't believe people are actually buying like cartoon boots. Like
What's up, Eric? I can believe
I
it. People
wanted
buy
a pair.
anything. If it's trending, people buy anything.
I wanted a pair, and I actually wanted to do a fit pick.
Bro, I would love to see that.
I have those Concords still in the box. 11.
The
Yeah, they look.
Concord 11 still in the box. Yeah, mine are too.
No,
I
wait.
think he's still
You
talking
talking
about
about
the one.
the mids?
I don't
Well,
like the mids, but those one lows are fire. I like them. If I
what's the 11 part about it then?
maybe size
It's
11.
size.
Oh no.
But like for real, if I go to the mall and I go to like Finish Line or something, and they got them in stock in my size, I'm buying them. I know I won't be. I know I don't have that much willpower to not buy them. I'll be walking out the store with them.
Man, you gotta show
I see
something
that
strong.
those Laney ones are still sitting on Nike.
Laney, nobody wants them. Only Wise wanted the Laney ones.
Because for what was it, the Golden State Warriors?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was talking to Wise yesterday,
Nah, if I can get them for like 120 something, I'll buy them then. I wouldn't pay for a price though.
All right.
yeah, you got to use that discount.
Yeah.
It's sad how this generation only like Jordans for lifestyle because 13s are dope, and to see playoff 13s
Facts.
is disrespect. You're
I
right.
mean, that's not out the norm
You're right,
for
but they made
13s.
but they made way too many pairs of these. And Jordan Brand does that. Air Jordan 7 Cardinal, no one asked for it. Nobody was asking for it. They made 300,000 pairs. Like for a sneaker that hasn't for a silhouette that hasn't sold out in years, you make that many pairs. They just made a lot of pairs of this because it's All-Star weekend. It is
13s don't
OG.
sell out.
Yeah, 13s
At
never
all,
saw it.
no
The
matter the
French Blues
colorway.
are still on the sneakers app. And those dropped in like August. And that's a nice looking sneaker.
Which ones? Which ones were the 13s that came after the grape 13s? Was it the dark blue
Grape
and black
13?
ones?
I don't remember Grape 13.
You talking about
Yeah,
you talking about the court purple ones, the all black ones?
yeah, the
Oh,
core
yeah.
purple ones,
Okay, okay,
the
okay.
black and purple.
Bro, those came out like way last year.
That's what I'm saying. What was the shoe that came out after?
I mean, everything. I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
the 13. What was the 13 that came out after that?
the 13s that I can remember dropping last year was the court purples and the French blues,
Because whatever
The
I
Red
can
Flints
like
dropped last year.
the soul
Was that last
flies.
year?
the red
Um,
flints. I don't think the red flints were last year. Were they? They
no.
were
That
the
was
year before.
2021. Yeah, those are nice.
But there's one with the blue where it's dark blue and the upper is black, and those are still sitting on sneakers. They don't have very many pairs, but those are still sitting on sneakers. So I mean, like 13s don't sell out.
Yeah, them French blues are still on there.
Nobody wants the French blues.
It's not a bad looking shoe. I mean,
No, it's not bad. I thought I even wanted them at one point in time, and then I was like, no.
yeah, the 13s are still on. The French blues are still on there. Yo, they still have they still have what was it these joints. They still got the sevens. Those are still on there.
That's because those are terrible.
Yeah. They still got the UNCs in grade school. UNC 13s.
13s are very comfortable to me. One of the
Yeah,
most
I'm
yeah.
not the biggest 13 guy, but man, like the ones that I caught. Like I'm gonna pick those playoffs up tomorrow. Just,
I wish I would have grabbed the Soul Flies. Those look nice.
yeah, they're
You
not
can get
bad.
them for a good price still.
The Del
Let me see
Sol
which
Brave
ones
Blue
are.
13s.
Yeah, they had the
University
Del
Blue.
Sols last year. Yep.
The retro navy one. The retro navy 13 is the one I'm thinking of. A lot of sizes of those are still sitting too.
After March, there will be a drought. Now is the time to cop sneakers that we are procrastinating about. If you hit what you want in March, then return the sleepers. They will be gone after March. Are you saying because of tax time or because it's I don't know if there's going to be a drought because Jordan Brand
Right.
and Nike are dropping massive loads of sneakers this
Okay.
entire year. But if you mean like what you see just sitting now, yeah, that might be gone when people get their tax money.
You know, I don't even know about the tax thing because people aren't getting what they were getting.
Yeah, people's tax refunds are a lot lower now for some reason.
Yeah.
Child
Because
tax credit. A lot
we're
of people
paying
applying
back
for it.
all those advances that we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donna, yes, the app was acting up. Then I was able to hit today, man. Shout out to you. That's I mean, listen,
Congratulations.
those varsity made sneakers and Game Royal, the Laney's that dropped today, not a bad looking shoe. That's a nice. I heard the materials on them are really really nice too. Like people were talking about how great the leather is on them. So, shout out to you for picking up a W on that. Vlogging says, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up, vlogging? Glad to have you in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the first time I got here on a Friday when I'm
Man,
actually home.
Yeah, yeah,
type your response in the comment section. We will respond to your comment.
yeah.
Hey man, I ain't got time for all that.
Let's see here. At least you aren't stuck with something that loses its value. Yep, definitely right about that. Michael Bennett, would anyone double up on Cardinal sevens now that they're on sale?
No.
I wouldn't. I didn't even single up.
Listen, they're nice. If you like sevens, like obviously pick them up because it's an OG colorway. So
Yeah.
like if you're one of those people that try to get like all the OGs, like all the OG ones, all the OG well, not the twos, don't buy the twos, but even the twos and the threes, like if you're one of those people, then yeah, because then you get rock one and keep it. But like, one socked away in like your collection. But I don't
I'm
know.
not a
There's
sevens guy.
there's so many other things coming out that you could use that money
Right.
toward that, like unless you're building up an OG only collection kind of thing, I would just keep it moving.
But it's like
Yeah,
OGs don't even have like significance like that anymore.
look at the playoffs. I mean,
Right.
to me, a lot of like the old guards of sneakerheads,
Yeah.
Unbreakable, and I can't think of the guy's name. I'm sorry. But anyway, they would be like OG over everything, which in some aspects I
Right.
would agree. But I'm not gonna go buy a shoe because it's OG and I'm not gonna wear it. That's the only
Right.
reason I may not grab these playoffs. It's an OG, but I'm probably not gonna wear it.
And the prices
And,
though.
and
The prices now.
yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, they
And
tax they tax up.
as far as the sevens, like I said earlier, I'm not a sevens fan. There are a handful of sevens I
Yeah.
will wear. But as far as, the silhouette itself, I'm not that big of a fan of. But if you love sevens and you love the Cardinals, double up on them. Simple as that.
It's not a bad sneaker. It
Right.
goes with everything. You know what I mean?
Right. It's
It's gonna look.
absolutely a good looking sneaker.
It looks great in the summer with a pair of shorts. Like it's just because it's sitting, it doesn't mean that it's not nice.
Right.
Like it's totally up to you.
Like I said earlier, if I can get it for the right price, I'll get it.
Yeah,
But
if I walked in the finish line and it was $125, I'm copping.
right.
If they're
And
on
to be
sneakers,
honest with you, those sevens, like the dynamics of sneakers and sneaker collecting has changed since like the early to mid 2000s. Whereas if you were to get a Cardinal 7 back in like 2010 or something like that, there would be some value to somebody else enough to pay more than what you paid for them, even if you wore them on feet. But because the dynamic now has changed around collabs and hypes and limited numbers, buying two
Not
pairs
even
of
that.
Cardinals,
Not only
buying
that,
two
the
pairs of Cardinal
material.
sevens, not yeah, that too. But even then, even like back, okay, like 2010, they were starting the material was starting to get bad.
facts.
But like, if you want to double up, uh, thinking that like it might have some value, it's not gonna have value. Like it's not gonna have the kind of value. Thank you. Now, if it has that much value to you, like they said, double up, because you never know what the next go round will be like.
Or that if you would get it in the next 5 to 10 years. So
Right,
yeah, if you love the shoe and if it have, a lot of people double up on shoes because it's nostalgia to them. They wore it 10 years ago. They remember when they was a kid and they parents bought it for them. And so it holds a special place in your heart. So if you want to double up on shoe, don't let my judgment or anybody else's judgment sway you from doubling up on that shoe. Just go
I
grab it.
right,
And
triple
neither one of we don't make your money for you, and we're not gonna pay the shoe for you. So
I
it's your
tripled up
money if
on
you
the
want to
Carmine
double up.
sixes that dropped a couple years ago. Tripled up. Tripled. I got 3 pairs of them joints because you know how I do it. Like, listen,
right,
like when I like a shoe, man, I cop 2, 3 pairs. And the
right,
car to me, right?
right.
Carmines are an OG colorway. It's it was the first sneaker that I ever fell in love with when I was a little kid. I fell in love with it, right? and all the images of Jordan wearing it and everything. Like the Carmine 6 to me is one of the most fire sneakers ever. Maybe nobody would agree with that, but to me, I bought 3 pairs. I could wear one, have one socked away. Who knows when they're going to come back out, right? So to me, because it's one of my favorite sneakers, it made
Yep.
sense for me to buy 2, 3 pairs. I'm not
that's what I'm
interested in the
saying.
resale. I don't care what they're worth. Like I'm
Right.
not getting rid of those. I could put
Right.
on a pair of Carmines and with any outfit that I want to put on, like anything at all, it's going to look great. You know what I mean? And it's to me, it's one of the best Jordans to ever be made. But
Right.
that's me.
And if there was one shoe that I wish I can double up on, it's the Bread 11s. I can buy 5 pairs of those shoes, and would not get rid of one pair because that's my favorite sneaker. Period.
Chung Kicks, what's up, guys? Shout out to Chung Kicks, man. Thanks for
What's
stopping
going
by
on,
tonight.
Tom?
Yeah, I even got the 2014 pair with a Jumpman on the back, bro.
Oh man, you crazy. That's love, man.
I love the Carmines, bro. I'm telling you, I do.
Have you ever accidentally doubled up on a shoe? Because
Yes,
I have.
I've accidentally what's the word for 5 times up on the shoe?
I think you did that with the Bread 11s. Yeah, like 5
No.
pairs of them.
I ended up winning like 10
And
pairs of
Chad
Bread
can answer
11.
this too. Have you ever accidentally? Because I have. It was the Bel Air 5s.
Yes, I accidentally 5 times up on the Bel Air 5. I accidentally tripled up on the what was it? The top 3 5s. But now if you look at the resale prices for the top 3s, I'm like, okay, I ain't mad at it. But
I wouldn't say that I've actually accidentally doubled up on a shoe, but like I'll get people to help me, and sometimes like they'll hit and I'll hit, and then I'll end up with 2 pairs. So I wouldn't say it was accidentally because like I figured like I wanted them anyways, so I'll take 2 pairs kind of thing.
right.
So I wouldn't even say it was accidental because like, but
Yeah, mine was accidental. I picked up a pair. I had a pair from like Hibbett's, and I wanted the shoe. No doubt that I didn't want the shoe. But when the sneakers out dropped back then, once again, we was given false narrative that if you stay
Right.
active on the app, you'll hit more shoes. So when the shoe dropped, I waited like 10 to 15 minutes after the drop to go for the shoe, hoping I was gonna take an L. And I ended up getting the God on screen. I didn't want to cancel, so I just ended up I ended up keeping the shoe and I gave it away to my godson.
what shoe was it?
The Bel Air
The Bel Air
5s.
5.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
that's crazy.
I
No
never-
hype 85. I have 20
Right.
pairs of shoes, and that's nothing in the sneaker world, and I can't even find time to wear those. Exactly.
Bro,
Right.
that's
Right.
that's the worst thing you can do. Compare your collection to others.
Well, no,
Your collection is your
we were talking earlier, just about finding time to wear sneakers or not wearing your sneakers or wearing them all the time or whatever the case may be, depending on life circumstances. And I was just saying, like, I can't even wear sneakers to work, so all these just sit here until I go out on the weekend, and I might
Man, you
wear
need a wide angle lens, man.
yeah. That'd be all right.
Cardinals or Air Jordan 2 Lucky Greens? Cardinals.
Cardinal 3s or
It doesn't matter.
oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. Cardinal, anything else?
I mean, I'm not gonna down if I go actually Air Jordan 2s, but being honest, it's a Cardinal. Whether it's a Cardinal 3, a Cardinal 4, a Cardinal 6, a Cardinal 12, a Cardinal 18, a Cardinal 33. Yeah.
I don't think you should buy a Cardinal 18 or a Cardinal 33. If you're talking anything from 1 to 14, but it's either the 7s or the 3s, and you love the Cardinal. Was it the Cardinal 3s that you had?
Yes.
Yeah, you love those.
With that silky smooth sock line.
They're still not better than the Fire Red 3s. They're still not better.
It's the one and only. It's the one and only 3 I have in my collection.
Nah, yes, they are.
Still not better than the Cardinal or the the Fire Red 3s.
It's like Do you want to stay in the Roach Motel or do you want to stay in the Ritz Carlton? You want the Roach Motel, you get the Fire Red threes. You want the Ritz Carlton, you get the Cardinal threes. I mean, some people like to live the hard life, though. I get it.
I mean, the Fire Red 3 is like super dope. I'd rather have, and I passed on the Cardinals to get the Fire Red 3, so like I consciously made that decision.
Shame
Yeah,
on
I
you.
mean, only reason I didn't grab the Fire Red 3s, I had a Fire Red 4s, still DS, and I got the Cardinal 3s already, so.
Oh yeah, I do have the Fire Red 4s.
Yep, me too.
So the 3s wasn't a need for me.
The Fire Red 4 might be my favorite Air Jordan 4.
That's a good thing.
Might be.
Mine's probably would be breads, even though I don't have them.
Hey, I got them right.
I'm itching. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna get them bread 4s by the end of this year. The bread 4 is gonna be in my collection. Whether
As soon as you pay $500 or $600 resale, coming holiday 2023.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Super.
You didn't get the bread 4s?
British khakis fire.
I took
wish
all
that you
else.
weren't so hard to lace swap. Yeah, sixes with the laces is kind of tough. Yeah,
You gotta have patience. Like Jada Sneaker got to do all that lace swapping.
He has to have a team of people who just like lace swap sneakers. Like his wife,
He does it.
A sweatshop of lace swappers.
Yeah. I
think he does it.
It takes me like an hour just to swap laces, and he's doing it 9 times in a video.
Jamal, I got a video to shoot in 3 minutes. You better swap them laces.
Yeah.
Or you ain't getting fed. Don't
Shout
play
out to
with
Jada
one
Sneaker
reason.
Guy.
That's one reason why I'd be hesitant to wear Jordan 1 because I don't feel like lacing them. Even though it's like a 10-minute, not even that, but still.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wear these Jordan 1 today. I look at them. Nah, I don't really feel like lacing them up.
The coupon works on the Cardinal 7s. Okay. What about the Citrus 7s?
I don't think those are on there.
They need to be.
They said
Jumperman Eric, yo. Shout out to Jumperman Eric. Jumpman Eric.
I did that one time too.
I remember when Eric hated that. When I started communicate with Eric and a couple other YouTubers, I used to call him Jumperman Eric. He hated that.
Yeah, I caught myself doing that one time. It's just I don't know.
It rolls off the tongue. You know what I mean? Jumper man. Like
right. James loves tools. He wants all the tools.
Nope. Nope.
I do like the wing it tools though. Can't lie.
You can have them.
I have them. They're beat, but I like them a lot.
What's a good price? 50 Dro _ said, what's a good price to get the high 85 ones right now? Whatever the price is right now is the best price to get them because
I don't know. I think the price is either going to stay where they're at or they're going to go up. However, when people start getting these in the mail next week, you may see the prices dip a little bit. So I would probably monitor it through the weekend into the middle of next week, and see if people, actually get pairs in because some people, obviously, there's only, 36,000 pairs. Some people are going to keep them. A lot of people are going to throw them on GOAT or StockX or whatever the case may be. So you may be able to, even let's just throw round numbers out there. Let's say they're going for $350, right, or something like that. You might be able to make an offer and get them for $320. If you do something like that, you might be able to do something like that. Or, you can even sell your own sneaker on GOAT and then use the cash and the credit and whatever. I mean, there's things you could do.
I think I got like $300 credit GOAT.
But if it's me, I'm holding off.
I can get my breads.
I'm holding off until next week to make any kind of move just to see where the market sets for them.
The butcher said them big red boots should have come with a big red nose to match.
Dude, those big red boots are horrible. You know what I mean? And then what what was it? It's a 2-week wait time, or no,
I
not
think
2 weeks.
it's 8.
2 months. 2 months. It's 2 months.
Yeah, it's 8. It's 8-week wait
You
time
gotta wait 8 weeks. You know what I mean?
to get some
We
boots
gotta
that you might not even be able to get off your feet once you put them on.
spend what was it, $350 to wear it one time.
353.
You gotta cut it off.
But you know what? Though I was telling you, it was just I don't know. It was just the perfect thing for me. Sometimes there's a shoe that's so ugly or so unique or so different that you find it interesting enough to want it. And then on top of that,
They're not that interesting.
um,
Hey,
at
you
the
know the type of
beginning of
looks
the
I get at the
year,
truck stop wearing those.
right? At the beginning of the year, I was on Hibbit. I was on the Hibbits app because I mean, I've said before, you can get some great deals on Hibbits, and there was an Astro Boy shirt that I ended up buying. I only paid like $14 for it. It is a super clean Astro Boy shirt. It was like $50. The material, the shirt is made out of great material, and I was just got really into Astro Boy again at that point. So, I mean, the Astro Boy Big Red Boots came at a good time. Like I was like, dang, interesting. Because in the beginning, I said just like everybody else, this is stupid. What is this? These boots from Dora the Explorer. So,
But people buying them though. That's the thing.
right, they going
People
crazy.
buying them.
I think
This is the worst thing to happen to sneakers since anything else. Like, I can't believe people are buying these. Like, what you gonna do with these?
oh,
It
pull them up on Go.
at best, it's a Halloween prop or something like that.
It's a good display piece. Pull them up on Go to show people how much they're going.
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. Can you imagine the viewership you would get by reviewing those on your channel?
I don't want those big red boots in my house.
Dang, come on, get them big red boots.
I'd
And
rather
then
have
let them
Jordan
go for
2s.
what, $1,800?
I'd rather
Right.
have Jordan 2s.
Clifford was the big red dog. I don't know where I was going with that because like other cartoons had big stuff in it, and James, you could be the man with the big red boots,
I'm good. I'm good though. Thanks.
and you can
What
wear them
you?
with your shorts and let your knees out.
Chunk Kicks says I don't like 2s. Shout out to Chunk Kicks, man. Shout out to him. We need some aunt videos, some aunt feet videos of James and 2s. Your subs have spoken. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I would if I actually had some, right, I'd be fair to the shoe and everything. I wouldn't bash it unless it was terrible. But I just ain't. I just there in our group chat, in our YouTuber group chat, people are in there, I guess, trying to raise money to buy me some Jordan 2s or something. And they're gonna give it to me. So we'll see if that happens. You know, look, if they actually come up with, you know what I mean, the $175 to buy me a pair of Jordan 2s, I'll do a full blown, highly edited lace swap, you know, all that, like for the Jordan 2. I'll make it amazing.
Yeah, no lie. I seen a picture. I shared it on my Instagram story. The K54 Air Jordan 2, those are clean. That's a clean Air Jordan 2. I mean, the resale right now, I think like 400. I don't think I paid resale for it, but
Nope.
that shoe is clean. It's a perfect summer shoe for me.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna stay clean for that price. They're gonna stay clean, squares and BS and all that beautiful
They're gonna stay exactly where they are.
stuff. Jump man.
Shout out to Nitro. What's up, my guy? Thanks for pulling up.
Said, what y'all waiting for sneaker wise?
The 3s and the Jordan 5 UNCs and the Jordan 4 Thunders and the Jordan 4 neutral grays and the reimagined Royals and the Jordan 11 DMP, the Jordan
Okay, slow
12,
down.
the Jordan 12,
Please, I mean, like, just give a few.
the Jordan 12 cherries,
Logging over there stretching because your list so long.
The Kobe reverse Grinches. Yeah, just to name a few.
That's like every shoe that come out in the next couple of months.
Right. The 12s. And
the Travis Scott lows.
Nah.
I'm gonna keep my
I'm not even gonna get my hopes up for something like that. I'm not James. I'm not gonna hit. Well, I am. No, I'm not gonna say that. Only my personal people know that. But yeah, the 12s and
you talking about the Cherry 12s?
Nah, I'm talking about them Alma years.
Oh yeah, the Alma Year 12s dropping next
week
pair? on Alma Year.
I'm good with both of them. The white pair are better, but I'm good with white and black. I'm telling you, if I don't hit it, I'm paying resale. I'm telling you now, I'm paying resale.
How you feel, D?
Thank you. For me, Thunder 4s.
Oh yeah,
I would like that.
Yeah,
I would like the Alma Year. And low key, those black, gray, and white Air Jordan 13s. I like those a lot.
Yes.
The black Flints.
Yes.
Yeah, the black Flint.
That's a must cop for me.
Yeah.
I actually kind of feel like they're double up worthy.
Yeah, the black Flints are definitely double up worthy.
UNC 5 on the list for me.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head right now. I mean, if I can get my hands on a reverse Grinch, yeah.
You might want to blow the dust off.
Don't you want the Toro Bravo 6s?
Oh yeah, that's a must. Yeah. I forgot about those actually. James, what are you eating, bro?
Oh, Wendy's fries. I just got done with my burger and now I'm eating the fries.
You had Wendy's last Friday too.
Did I?
Yeah, and then you had a nice little run for about 3 weeks where you had pizza every Friday. Now you're having Wendy's every Friday. You gotta switch it up for next week. Get some Chick-fil-A or something.
So Mrs. Vlogging handed me a box. She bought me a pair of sneakers for Valentine's.
Oh snap!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you know what they are?
Yeah, I know what they are. I like them. A lot of people hated them.
Did you give us some yams after she ate your gift?
What are they?
Listen. I gave her more than the yams. She got a whole Thanksgiving meal.
This is a family-friendly show, Homegrown.
But no, it's the California.
Well, I mean, yams are delicious. Like yams are good to eat.
Oh yeah, I see the reflection of her workstation in the back.
Yeah,
we the best. Who
are those the?
80%,
are those the?
80% of the room belongs to her now.
Are those the peach joints?
James was just talking about.
I didn't care for the other part. Yeah, I didn't like the other pair.
Yeah, if you go unboxing, man, I'm gonna give you some solo time. Here we go.
But yeah, so here we go.
Go ahead and hit him with a bow.
Bow.
I actually like this colorway, man. A lot of people didn't care.
Why does it look so big?
I don't know. Make sure it's the right size. This is supposed to be a size 10.
Turn the mic back on.
My shoe head. I think they're supposed to be a size 10.
They looking like Mike Rich stompers.
Nah, these are size 10. But yeah, I didn't care for the other colorway. And then, they recently restocked on Nike, which now that I look at it, I should have waited and just got them off GOAT because I would have saved at least $20.
Are they how's the leather feel on them?
It's soft. I can't lie, it's soft on the toe box and it kind of sunk.
Ooh, look how that thing buckled in. Good gracious.
Yeah.
Did she get them off Nike?
These all came off of Nike on restock.
Yeah. And you said she got you this for Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
Shout out to wifey.
facts. Shout out to Mrs. Logan. Yeah,
I
size
need
10.
that black metallic
Let's see
5
that
OG.
sock liner.
Quilted. I don't know what it is. I'm loving the whole quilted sock liner.
Yeah.
You know, the
Put your feet in there and
Armamiers.
wiggle the toes.
I wish I could put my foot on there and show y'all on what it look like on foot, but
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
been knocked over
it's not a
something in
bad shoe.
here.
I just don't particularly like the color on it. Like for me personally, like to wear them, but like they're
I don't
not
know.
bad.
Like, it kind of remind me of James. James will know what I'm talking about. Like that Georgia clay peach or that Georgia peach
Yeah, yeah,
colorway.
yeah.
And that's why I like
You
it.
talking about homegrown?
Yeah, homegrown. Well, I mean, technically, I wasn't wrong. So
Yeah.
yeah, homegrown. So you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I like the shoe a lot. And I just have to find something to go with it. I was gonna get the shorts, but those sold out fast in my size.
Hey, Tyrone Turner. Hey, that's some real in the comments. I have my kicks that I wear and some I keep dead stock in case I need to pay the light bill. Then I can flip a pair or two. Hey,
Right. Like when I was talking about my liver, like if I need a new liver or something, right? Exactly. Like if your world ends and you're down bad, you know, you always got that, right? That's like a savings account within a
right.
savings account. And a lot of times it's better to invest in something like this than a savings account. You know what I mean?
Jumpman Eric says, how does a roll of the tongue win? The actual logo is called the
The jump man.
Jumpman.
I think the extra syllable it gives it a little extra something.
Yeah, these are nice, man.
What's up? What is up, Jules Love Sneakers? What's
What's
good,
good,
James
Joel?
Demetrius, Homegrown Chung? Salutes to all. Salutes to you.
Salute.
Thank you for coming and hanging with us.
Appreciate you.
And that's the only shoe I got that have the sleeve. I don't have none of the Travis ones or Armamiers, so
Tyrone Turner Sr. says, not a dunk guy, but hit on a shot drop for the Why So Sad dunk. It's kind of fire, y'all. Those are fire.
Those are
Those
nice.
dunks are
yeah.
crazy. Those are fire. I wanted a pair, but didn't get them.
And you know what? I think those will be good for resale because and not like it's like that important or anything because it's a fire shoe, but I actually do think they're going to be good for resale because a lot of people in the medical field actually wanted those or are buying them because of the story behind it. So, like my girl and everybody that she worked with tried to get them, and she works in the medical field. Um, it's a dope looking shoe. I tried to get them, took L's every single time. So
What's the story behind the Why So Sad?
they're
I
like
was trying to find the
it,
story, but
it's like something to do with like mental health and or like suicide prevention or something like that.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
Like Nike always does it well when it comes to the collabs and the stories behind the
Yeah.
collabs. So I'll give them that. Drock 86 said pretty Drock 862, I'm sorry. Pretty sure I'd take any Jordan over the two.
I mean, I think that's most everybody. Two don't get any respect. What else? Sevens, eights, nines, tens,
It's a lot of
13s.
Scurby
right.
bird life. I feel you, James. I don't play about my Flint 13s. Facts.
That's on my top list as far as favorite Air Jordans, the Flint 13s.
Yeah.
I need the black metallic 5OG and a double up.
You know what I want the fire red fiber with the black tone, not the silver.
Yes. I don't know why they didn't do that one.
I didn't get the silver tone fire, but if they ever release the fire red fires with the black tone, I grab them.
Why So
Demetrius,
Sad is for suicide prevention. The dude that inspired them had a family member that succumbed to suicide and mental health awareness. Okay.
Demetrius, are you going for these I'm in your 12s?
Get a white pair. They can keep the black.
You can go for a black
Wait,
belt.
so did y'all enter? Did everybody enter into the Discord raffle that they
I
got
did
going?
not.
I did. Because all it
Yeah, I
was
need to
you
do
had
it.
to hit an emoji.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna try to cop the white pair when they drop.
Demetrius
I just want to
James,
get
what's good?
one pair for retail. I took. I didn't go for the threes because I wasn't into threes then. Now I regret that. Even though I probably took a L anyway. The
Those were
fours
easy
I
to find.
tried. The fours I tried with the L. The ones was an L.
Well, I mean, you ain't really missing out on nothing when you took a L on the fours. All right.
Bro, you need to ship those to me. I need to see them in hand.
I'll
Did
let you
you?
see him, man.
Hey, did you guys see the Did you guys see that video of those people that broke into the? I guess the. It wasn't technically a Nike
Memphis,
warehouse.
the Memphis
First they
distribution
said
Yeah,
center.
Nike,
yeah, yeah. Did you
then
see
they
that,
said
man?
Hibbits.
No, it was Nike. I work with a guy who's got family members that work for that distribution center.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They were bold
they
enough to
ran up.
do
They
it
literally
broad
ran up in
daylight.
there. Yeah, ran up in there, started loading boxes into a back of a U-Haul truck. Some of the employees tried to stop them, and then I guess when it got to the point where the employees were getting on their nerves, they pulled out a gun because in the video you could hear them screaming, "He got a gun! He got a gun!"
And he was popping shots.
Yeah.
You can see his arm kind of like jerk back as he letting shots go. And that, you know what? The thing is, they don't even, I mean, it's a come up regardless if they can get off the shoot because they paid nothing for it. But at the
Right,
same time, you get caught, you're looking at an armed robbery charge on top
right,
of uh, you know, theft by taking using the U-Haul to steal the shoes, trespass, and all these other charges. It's not worth
right,
it.
right.
It's crazy though.
This is the
And a lot of
second
people don't
time it
think
got
about the
robbed, right?
consequences of it. Yeah, where the Memphis yard, that was I think that may have been like a different
Right, yeah.
building
That was
altogether.
like trailers. They had
Yeah,
them in
yeah. Truck
trailers,
Yeah,
drivers. Yeah.
bro. Then
but
you
it
would
was in
think
Memphis.
with all this money they would have better security, man. Like,
Nike could care less.
yeah,
They
but
could care less. I've seen bread warehouses have better security than that.
like it's crazy that like this keeps happening. You know what I mean? Like it's gotten to the point to where people just oh I can't get the shoe. Okay, all right,
They
well
might take it out of Memphis altogether.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the consequences people don't think about.
Right,
You have people in the comment section cheering them on. Yeah, whatever. Nike got insurance, but if Nike was to say, you know what, we tired of this, shut it down, we'll move it somewhere else. That's 1,000 people who
out of the
don't
job.
have jobs now.
right,
It's bad for
right,
your economy. Yep.
right.
Exactly. And people who cheering it on is not going to pay your bills.
And
People
then the
who are
thing,
cheering it on are not going to pay your lawyer fees when you get caught.
right.
So it's,
And the
it's
thing
stupid.
about them cheering it on, uh, you think Nike takes some L if you want to. They gonna get it back on the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sit in solo. Congrats on that cop. It's not a bad shoe in hand, y'all. I promise you that. A lot of people crapped on the shoe, but it look good in my opinion. I like the colorway. We the best on the back.
When I first saw the video of those people that were robbing the warehouse, I thought I thought it was fake for a second. Because you hear like women in the background, stop, no, like you know what I mean.
Right,
And I was like, oh, that's not what that is. And I thought maybe it was like a Walmart or like a Walmart warehouse or something like that. But then I seen like a news, like something on the news or whatever, and like they were talking about it and they had the videos and um
because you can hear the women in the video saying that's just sad in broad
Yeah,
daylight.
yeah,
yeah. And they and I don't know who's gonna get it, but when that guy swung that broom, The first time he mistakenly hit the door
Right.
of the
I was like, why is he swing? He hit the door like 2 or 3 times. And you can see
that
the
first swing
dust
was
flying off the broom.
that first swing was the concussion swing right there. So if that would have connected, he had to take a little power out because hitting the door.
The cats in that robbery are my kids' age. Hurts my heart that that's where their priorities are. You know what? A lot of teams. Oh, there it goes right there.
Well, I know many of you have seen this video floating around Facebook. Men robbing a warehouse, loading boxes into a truck as employees put up a fight. We have now confirmed its source. According to MPD, this all happened Friday morning at a warehouse near Lamar and Rains at the River Horse Distribution Center.
That's where we find Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu right now. Jack, what exactly did these robbers make it out with? What was that stuff?
Well, River Horse Logistics, according to their website, is a company that handles the storage and transport of products for a wide variety of companies, and that includes Nike shoes like this one. Now, MPD says thieves who decided to hit this location
He pulled him off his feet before
20 boxes of Nike
before he got online.
He's trying to resell them, trying to hype them up.
But I am curious to know what was
the thieves you see
boxes.
in this video allegedly pulled up to the warehouse in a box.
It's an inside
cut
job.
The locks off one of the loading bay doors, then started throwing boxes in the back of their truck. It takes a moment for the workers to realize what's going on.
I was confused as who was the thief and who was the worker.
Once they do, they start throwing things at the thieves, then surround them. One worker tries to hit the thieves with a broom.
Oh,
and one of the robbers pulls out a gun.
Oh.
And that's where the video ends. MPD says 2 employees had guns pointed at them as the men hopped back in their truck and left, only about a minute after they arrived.
In those boxes, it's probably about 6 pairs of shoes. Sometimes it's 12, depending on those called cases.
Dominic Worthen, the owner of Sneaker Bar, has built an entire business around high-end shoes. He showed us one pair worth more than $5,000.
Yeah, I've seen people trade a pair of sneakers for a car. It's just it's crazy valuable. People miss work to go get new
Man, they're gonna pull the truck up to his job.
Already sold the stolen items and likely for a huge profit.
No, that's where they went.
Some new shoes are released only for very
they didn't go to the
periods
sneaker
of time.
bar.
It's crazy, man. People are fighting each other, killing each other over sneakers.
The sneaker bar is his
every day.
He says pricey, rare sneakers are often seen as a status symbol, and he's not surprised thieves were able to make such an organized effort to get their hands on them. He says he's been robbed several times since opening his store 2 years ago.
We've been victims here at Sneaker Bar 3 times. I mean, it's like stealing valuables. It's like stealing jewelry at this point, man. Like, these sneakers are a very high commodity right now.
Now, we asked the folks at the
He's
warehouse
still holding that
how
shit.
much
Wait,
money
Peter.
and merchandise those thieves took
What
was
shoe is
worth.
that? Let's try to
They
make it
declined
out.
to answer. Coming up at 10, we'll take a look at some other
A
recent
Monarch.
sneaker-related crimes here in Memphis. Back to you.
That's Fox 13's Jack
I don't even
Bilyeu
see.
reporting
Wait,
live.
okay, I
Thank you,
can
Jack.
kind of see a Nike check.
Yeah, it's a nice.
And the back of it look like a Yeezy.
Right.
My man's
is
starting a
that?
sneaker channel. Ah.
But I'm curious to know what was in those boxes.
It
I don't
probably
know.
had to be like some up and coming releases, if not a current release. I mean, a soon to be released show. Because
Well,
they
yeah,
said Friday.
That was last Friday.
That was the
Last
craft.
Friday?
Right. They said Friday morning, so that would have been last Friday.
So was that that place right there, right? Maybe you guys know better than me. That place right there that just got robbed. Now, is that sneakers that haven't yet went out or about to go out, like to
Yeah.
customers, like from the sneakers app or Nike or whatever?
Yeah.
Or are
Yeah.
those sneakers that are not supposed to come out for 2 months?
A lot of
the
times
ones that-
it's a mix.
The one
of
that was on the truck are future releases.
right.
The ones in that warehouse were probably shoes that was going out. And the reason why they didn't think nothing, because remember the report said that it took the workers a minute to realize what was going on. So I'm assuming that a lot of companies do this anyway. They use U-Hauls and other trucks like that to
Yeah.
make deliveries because they
Yeah.
try to avoid being robbed. So I'm assuming they thought they were picking up orders that's supposed to get shipped out in the
Right.
U-Haul until they realized, nah, these guys are thieves. They stealing the shoe. Now I still want to go fighting nobody over the shoe because Nike is not gonna pay my medical bill or do nothing for my family if those people would have killed me. So I'm not jumping in front of a bullet for Nike shoes.
Facts. So those are sneakers that wouldn't be, so people wouldn't be missing like their Air Jordan Crafts or their high cut 85s or anything like that. That would be more or less like something that might come out in March, like the UNC 5s or the
I don't
reimagined 3s.
I don't know because I remember seeing on Twitter after that happened, somebody said that they didn't get shipping on their the fours, the Seafoam fours.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I haven't seen an update about it, but he was hoping that his shoe wasn't in that. But see, like when I got my Cali fives, they didn't ship from my Cali didn't ship from Tennessee. They shipped from Ellenwood, Georgia,
Right.
outside of
They started
Atlanta.
shipping out of different spots now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they
Yeah,
got to
like,
figure out. They got to do better, man. Like,
like a pair of mine shipped out from like Illinois or something like that.
Yeah.
Indiana, or something like that.
I thought mine would have came from Memphis, but it's at Ellenwood.
my lost and founds, like one pair came from Texas, and that had the mold on it, if you remember, and then the other one came from Florida.
Gee.
But normally, like whenever I hit on sneakers app, like 9 times out of 10, it does, like the tracking always says Memphis.
Right. Right.
I don't know, man. Hopefully Nike figures this out. That like it's a bad look to just keep getting robbed. Like you just can't keep getting robbed. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like you would think like a company like that would have like top tier security and stuff like that, but nope. People just pull right up and just walk in and just start taking
Yeah,
stuff.
that's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, could you imagine like having a friend that's sitting there and me and you are sitting there like having a beer or something, and they're like, you know what, tomorrow I'm hitting Nike, I'm hitting that lick. We can just gonna look at him like, you crazy. You can't just do that. I guess you can.
That reporter is holding a Dr. J ones.
They say, bro, holding on those outlet clearance shoes they keep on the back wall with the lid missing.
Yeah, right. And they got dust all on it.
And he kept trying to show it like it was hyped or something. You could tell that dude has no idea what he's talking about. And somebody just gave him something.
What did he say? They were taking Nike shoes like this one. Nah, bro, they weren't taking that.
I'm not gonna miss any of this. Hashtag retirement from sneakers.
Who's that?
Demetrius James.
I like the thrill of the chase when it comes to sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't replace,
for me.
50 Dro. Y'all think the white cement threes are gonna be as hard to get as the black and white high 85 ones? Absolutely
not as hard, but it's not gonna be easy either.
It's gonna be as tough, as close to as tough as the lost and founds were.
Yeah.
So
tougher,
tougher than the high cut 85s. I don't care how many pairs that they put out.
They might not. Yeah, Demetrius James said white cement threes won't be anywhere near limited. That's a fact. I think the rumor is like over 300,000 pairs.
Right, that's nothing.
Were made for that.
That's nothing.
Yeah. Jordan 11s during the Christmas time drops over 1 million, and those sell out instantly.
Yeah,
that's a 3 and a rendition of an OG 3. That's gonna sell.
The reimagined 3 has a lot of people are anticipating that. The demand for that is as high as the lost and founds. I
wish it was regular white cement.
I'm not saying that the sneaker is going to compare to that in the long run in terms of like resale or or anything like that, but especially because a lot of people took L's on the lost and found, definitely want this one. And then people that did get the lost and founds definitely want that one. And then people that love Air Jordan 3s definitely want that one. Plus, this is probably the best looking white cement 3 that they've ever put out outside of like the OG like original one. But like most of the ones if you look at like the releases for the white cement 3s, like they have messed up here and there, and you know what I mean? Like they're not all aesthetically pleasing. Like this is probably the best one to come out, and at least 10 years or more.
I mean, this is the closest to the OG toe box within
Right.
the last, like, well, I would say year and a half, because they've got a few pairs of threes with the correct toe box on it.
But I think it's going to be tough to get. Like, my best advice to you, and I'll drop videos when we get closer to it. My best advice to you is going to be to put in everything you can. Even if you know you're not going to hit at that place, you never know. Like, put it in. You know, if you catch multiple W's, hey, so be it.
That's
Take
what
it.
she said.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be tough. Everybody, and think about it, even the people that normally wouldn't be in for something like this are gonna be in for this. People who haven't copped a sneaker in years will come out of the woodworks for this.
I'm one of them. They starting to grow them. At first, I didn't care for the. I still don't. I don't care for the egg white or off white colorway that they put on
Oh,
the shoe. But it is slowly starting to grow on me. So.
I think it's fire.
yeah.
It might also make a little bit of sense to maybe, depending on what those resale prices look like, if they come down to like $300 before the release.
Speaking of reimagine, I've been wanting to do a video on this for a while, but I've had that chance. So I'm gonna just ask you guys in the chat. The reimagine Jordan 1 that we're supposed to get, it has been confirmed that it's going to be the Royals. Can't talk. Are you disappointed or as excited to get the Royals versus the Black Toe?
Asking me also, or just the people in the chat?
You guys in the chat.
I would
Are you
rather them do an aged Royal versus giving me an all suede Royal. Now, that's just going off of how I feel it might look. But I mean, if they can do it right, then it'll be cool, but nothing. I don't think that when it comes to what people want more, the Royal versus the Black Toe. People wanted the Black Toe. And I would have preferred to have seen a reimagined Black Toe, to be honest. Even though I like the Royals.
Yeah. If I'm being honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not the Black Toe, or it's not something else.
They could have did something other than the Royal, the Shadows, a
Yeah.
reimagined Shadow. Granted, I know we just got the 2.0s, but I think if you would have gave us, there would be a little bit more hype if it was the Shadows.
Because the Shadows last dropped in 2018?
Yeah.
Because it was the Breads in 2016. Then it was the Royals in 2017, and then the Shadows in 2018.
My God, what's good? What's
Your
good?
average sneaker guy pulled up into the building. Everybody go check out.
Shout out that average sneaker guy.
What's up, Nicky Pooh? Glad to have you here.
But when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 reimagined, I was disappointed that we didn't get the Black Toe. When they said it was going to be the Royals, I still was like, all right, cool. But then when it was like an all suede, I'm like,
right.
You know what I mean? I really don't envision me not copping the sneaker. I'm still going to cop probably, or try to cop or whatever. It may be amazing. Like, we don't know what it's going to look like. We are just speculating at this point. So I'm going to hold off like how I really, really feel until we get like images of the sneaker.
Right.
But in another sense, like, I'm glad we're not really getting another red shoe. Like, but I'm cool with the Royals if it's leather. Like, I'm hoping that the leather is so good it's suede, or you know what I mean, whatever. And maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know how they're gonna reimagine the Royals, so I can't even begin to. I don't want to sit here and bash it, but I'm copping no matter what. So
yeah,
Peter James brings up a good point. I wanted either a reimagined Black Toe, but an 85 would be even better.
Facts.
Yeah, an 85 Black Toe would have been. Yeah, it would have been great.
what I'm hoping and praying against, now that they've done a few ones, then technically the off-white were the reimagined two. Now we getting three. I hope they keep away from the fours.
They're
Because I got
not.
a feeling if they do a reimagined four, it's going to be the military blues.
I don't think it will be.
We've already
I
got
would think
reds.
that.
We've already got fire reds. We already well though the last OG is what? Military blues, right? And people have
They're,
been wanting the military blues for years.
yeah, the military blues I actually think will drop in 2024. Sort of like the way we're getting the Air Jordan 4 Yellow Thunders this
What about
May or
the
May or
cement
June.
boards?
So I think we're gonna get the military blues in 2024.
2016.
But I don't believe that they're gonna reimagine that. If they're gonna reimagine anything, it's either gonna be the Breads and the Air Jordan 4, or it'll be the white ones.
Right. So I
I don't
mean,
think it'll be
it would
Breads
be
because we go ahead.
it would be a good time to reimagine the cement boards if they did it. Like
Yeah.
I
But we
said,
haven't seen the military blues since what, 2013
but I
or
don't think people
2012?
really wanted the military blues like that.
People want them. They should bring them back, but it's an OG. The military blues. It's an OG colorway for the Air Jordan 4, right?
Right.
And people want it, obviously, and they should bring it back. I think the biggest reason why a lot of these sneakers that we liked, from like I'd say like 2006 to like 2013, one of the reasons why we want them to come back is it's been a long time, but B, the materials that they use in those days was trash on a
Yeah.
lot of the sneakers.
Yeah.
So we really haven't had a proper version of that shoe. Even if you look at the ones that are still around, like they're falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think we will see military blues in 2024, but it'll be like like a spring summer release, the way that we're getting the Thunder 4s this year.
Right.
And I think
Right.
if they're going to reimagine
Yeah.
anything, it's going to either be the bread 4s or the white cement 4s.
Yeah, because like
Isn't like the
people have
SB
been
Jordan 4
asking.
supposed to be like a bread shoe? Or
No,
black
the
cap, something like
the
that.
SB4 is it's the SB4. It's like it's white and green, and then it has a
Oh,
gum
okay.
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first they were gonna do the breads, but they scrapped that. That was just a sample pair. But like you get a lot of people over the last 2.5, 3 years asking for another cement four.
Yeah,
So
cement 4s are classic. Like I mean, and it would be really easy for them to
My
reimagine it the
favorite
same way
wait,
we're
I
doing the
lied. I
3s.
said bread. Well, that was a lie. White cements are my favorite fours. That was a lie. I said bread, but it's white cements.
See, I'd be interested to see what a white cement 4 would look like reimagined, because my
That's
biggest
easy.
problem,
The net'll be yellowish.
yeah, like my biggest problem with some of the 4s and the 5s that are done like that with the netting is it comes out like this.
that's that white Oreo. Man.
You know what I mean? So if they were gonna do it,
Oh no, that's the pure money.
Wait,
yeah, these are the pure
what is
money
that? Yeah,
4s.
that's pure money. When did those release?
I think they were like 2017, something like that.
2017, yeah.
Because I had the
My
pure
white
money.
cements.
I had
They
the
didn't know
pure
my white
monies,
cement
and
hasn't yellowed yet. Thank God.
I sold those joints for $600 before they yellowed. I was like, I can't do it.
And listen, no cap, I've only worn this shoe a total of 3 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Had they been in a box or?
No, they were in a box downstairs, like not a shoe box, but like an actual like shoe box that's made of
That's what
carpet,
I'm asking.
and it was in there. But they look like this like after like 6 months. They literally look like this.
Like I
And-
loved that shoe. I was hyped when I got that shoe in.
I mean, the leather on this and everything,
It's good.
dope.
It's great.
Dope. So if they were to reimagine it, like, just go ahead and yellow it now for me, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, like when it comes out the box, I want it to look exactly like this. Straight yellow. Like,
Because what made me sell that shoe was I was doing a live. I think it was like 2019. 2018, 2019, I was doing a live and somebody was talking about that, just randomly talking about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I got that shoe. And they were like, they were like, I've only worn my pair twice. And they're yellowed already. As if like I just beat them. He was like, there's no real creases in them or nothing. And then he was like, and I want another pair, but they're going for like $600. And I was like, what? $600?
Yep.
And I was like, looking at all white shoes, that was like my biggest fear. Not being able to wear them in a yellow, or me wearing them in a yellow before I want them to. And I was just like, I had been thinking about that for months. And I was like, if I'm thinking about it this much, just sell the shoe. Just get rid of it.
Tyrone Turner said, what y'all think will end up being the biggest Ford release of 2023? I mean, as far as what's been announced, for me, it's the Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder is
As
a
far as
must
what's been
call.
announced.
Unless
Those
they come up with some magic. Unless they
those
drop like the off-white brand Ford.
And black stitching, not that white stuff. That
Those-
ain't on
Right.
the front.
those neutral
stitch.
gray 4s that are supposed to drop, I think in August, are so fire.
I gotta see them. But like, do you think we're gonna get the DJ Khaled stitched Thunder 4s, or we're gonna get the mock-up white
No,
stitching Thunder 4s?
no. It's been confirmed. Black stitching.
Okay. Because I honestly thought that it would be ridiculous for them to do the white stitching and then give DJ Khaled black stitching. That would really piss off a lot of people.
No, it was confirmed. Black stitching. I guess Nike finally heard us complaining about the white stitching up front. So we're getting the black stitching. And KB kits, that's the reason why I didn't cop the midnight 4s, because I have white cements.
These joints right here.
Oh, I want them.
Yeah, those are clean.
I want them. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting these when they come out.
Nikki
KB
Poo, I'm
Kid
with
said
you.
the iron ore 4s are good as well. Iron ore 4s.
That's what I think. That's what these are called.
Whatever these are called.
I
As
think
a
those are
mascot.
called the iron ore 4s.
They're saying it's neutral gray in like the article or whatever, but who knows? The name don't mean nothing.
We can't trust mock-ups though. Let's be
No.
real. Mock-up be better than the shoe.
Right. You're not lying. Speaking facts.
No, the iron ore Jordan 4s, what I'm seeing is a gray upper, white hits on the midsole, and then like the toe cap and that little mountain peak on the side is gray color. And then the wings are gray and the netting is gray on it as well. A darker
What
gray.
was the netting on the shoe that James just showed?
That one, the
one I just
midsole
showed?
was white.
Yeah.
The midsole was all white, and it was like a lighter tone. And the waffles on these iron ore 4s are black. The lace waffles.
Yeah. See, I thought these
Yeah,
were the
no.
iron ore, but it could be like earlier mock-up, one mock-up versus another mock-up. I don't think Jordan bring on at least 2 great Jordan 4s. Close
Type in them
colorways
iron
in
ore.
the
Like
same
the
year.
iron ores are better than these, so I ain't gonna lie.
I think these are better if these come out like this. These are better than the crafts we just saw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get us these iron ores, because those are crazy.
Anybody caught on the panel? Did anybody pick up the Seafoam 4s?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, people in the chat did. I didn't get them. I didn't try to get the Seafoams. I tried to get the crafts.
Yeah, I didn't try to get the Seafoams either.
What's up, your average sneaker guy?
I'm just chilling, man. Listening to y'all, just chilling.
Yeah. Company.
Hey man, shout out there.
Now, I was getting ready to post a lot of my basketball sneakers for sale. I'm getting too old, so
You retiring from street ball, cuz?
kind of, sort of. I just got to get rid of some on that I don't play in no more.
Them knees is aching and shaking. Ain't doing no
I mean,
crossover.
grandfather time is undefeated.
Man, I didn't know this was gonna be your version of The Last Dance tonight.
Yeah, so I'm finna get rid of them. And then a lot of them I only wore like once. Even if I even did wore some on once, like I'm finna give away a lot of good heaters.
Is
They
those
into
red
like the
4s behind you on
LeBrons
that
and
list?
all that. I ain't getting rid of none of my Kobe's.
And they game worn.
I know. I might even autograph it for y'all.
Bro, like every time I see somebody on the internet posting pictures of a mid, dude, I just think about that night that me, you,
I did a video. I went here today, and let me see if I can find it. I recorded. I was posting in the chat. I'm finna post it in the chat right now. Now y'all can't tell me this mid is not fire.
It's not.
It is. When you see this color, you're gonna be like, dang.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
You dropped this video today?
No, I just recorded it for y'all.
Like when somebody says,
I was in here, I was like, I'm finna record this and put it in the chat. I just dropped it in the chat.
You put it in the sneaker chat, the YouTuber chat? All right, hold up.
Like when somebody says that, like,
yo, my man got the shattered backboard mids.
Hey,
when somebody mentions a mid, it kind of reminds me of like a useless guardrail, like a guardrail that's too low to be an actual rail. So like I can just imagine somebody's ankles sitting just slightly above that ankle collar, and then they try to cross over it, and that ankle rolls over the top of the ankle collar and be like, "Oh damn me!"
Hey,
maybe that color ain't fire.
It kind of reminds me of the women starfish.
Yeah, they look like the starfish, Jordan.
Yeah, mids be having some good colorways, man. Y'all just be sleeping on them.
But the material,
what is it? The Wheaties mid that just released.
Like,
you
can put lipstick on a pig, but would you sleep with that pig?
I was going to pick up these, but everybody picked them up though.
The Laney,
get those, yeah, but
you got Laney mids.
Yeah, well, I was hoping nobody picked up their pairs. I was trying to count those, but I ain't look up.
D-Rock said Miz got that pound of dunk leather.
Bro, ain't they still available on sneakers?
Yeah.
I ain't even looking on sneakers.
Oh,
no, they're not on.
Still available.
Yeah, they're on Nike. No, the Laneys are too.
Yeah, Laneys are.
Dude, they had like 300,000 pairs or something on sneakers today for those.
For what?
I want them because they're my school color, my high school color, blue and gold.
Sure.
That's why I got to get them.
Well, that absolutely works. That's a good reason to get them. Like if you like your school and your school colors, that's a perfect.
You don't need no reason. Just buy them because you like them.
Nah, that's my school color right there. Blue my favorite color too. Yeah, blue my favorite color.
I'm just waiting on the 14s.
Those Laney 14s are kind of rough.
Oh my god, I need the Laney 14s.
That's on the must-cop list too.
I wish they were lows, but I mean mids will do just as fine.
I wish they dropped tomorrow. I'm tired of waiting.
Right.
Ain't those dropping in like August? It's like a long time from now.
Yeah, August like 14th or something like that. It's like the Laney lows are going for like 600 resale. And ain't no way I'm paying 600 for no Laney.
I'm not a big 5 guy, but my boy has a pair of Laney 5s. Fire.
Those Laney 5s are so clean. I don't know why I didn't grab them. They was sitting for a while.
Which one?
James, you squint your eyes. The all blue joints with the yellow. I believe they had like a yellow insole.
Them joints that went on sale for $65.
Which ones?
Them Laney 5s?
You got them? Yeah,
no, I passed on them. I strongly passed on them.
I actually like that. I like the Laney colorway.
Right. Because okay, the funny thing is when I first saw images of the Laney 5, I was like, man, that's dope. I want those. And then I actually saw the Laney 5s and I was like, nah, they can stay. They can stay.
But
and then they end up going like they ended up dropping to like $85 in like my what was that store? J23, well not J23, but the Jumpman store, whatever that store was called.
They didn't do nothing for Jordan's sister. I mean, they did do something for his birthday. Ain't the Laney his high school color?
Facts.
So they actually did something for his birthday.
Every year, people be like, "Oh man, Jordan's
Right.
birthday. We're getting a shock drop
What they
every year."
supposed to do, right? And like they finna have the playoffs tomorrow. They just gave y'all the lanies. What else they supposed to do? Like,
But I mean, I think when people say do something for Michael Jordan's birthday, I think a lot of people are expecting something crazy,
A hype
like
release.
something
be like,
really like,
They just restocked on Travis Scott on Jordan's birthday.
right,
yeah, that don't
right.
make sense to do a Travis Scott on Jordan's birthday.
Or on his birthday, the Jordan 1 Chicago dropped, especially with this Air movie coming out. Like,
Yeah,
And if
I can
y'all didn't
see
watch
that.
James' video about the Chicago, the Lost and Found Jordan 1, in the comment section, I said 3 words. If you want that shoe, grab them now. Because after the movie, I guarantee you prices are going to go up on that shoe.
I
So
got
people are
2
going to be
pairs of those.
flocking towards the Lost and Found after the movie. What happened after
that's
the Last Dance documentary? Every OG sneaker colorway went up in prices.
I was telling James, I don't think he gonna have that same effect though.
that's what it
It'll
was.
go up, but it ain't
I
gonna be
think it'll
like
have that effect.
it ain't gonna be like
I
the
think it had,
Last Dance. I
I
don't
think
think
it
it's
had
gonna
that
have that
effect
same effect.
on. I think it have it on just the Lost and Found because they showed the
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah,
shoe in the movie.
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna have the same effect on the Bread Forward versus the the Lost and Found one.
Well, like the Last Dance really ain't show no shoes, and it blew up because we were all locked up in the house. Like the world don't open up now. I just don't
Nah,
think.
They
nah,
showed
nah.
Jordan
See,
wearing the shoes
nah.
in that
They
documentary.
showed shoes. They showed the bloody him wearing the Chicago's at
Yeah,
Madison Square
they
Garden.
showed the shoes,
The bloody shoes,
but
and
like,
Nike was playing into the whole lost and found thing because they were shock dropping Flint 13s and like
but
when that would remember it would come on once a week, and then for a
yeah,
minute there was a
but
shock drop every
but
time.
y'all gotta understand though, we were
Flint
locked
13
up
and
then.
Fire Red Fires.
No, you're
Like
not.
Both of those.
You're not wrong. Like
we were
it's not
locked up.
everything ain't going up. The Chicago's are going up. The
Yeah.
Chicago's are
That's what
definitely
I'm
going up.
saying. Just that shoe will go up.
It'll go up, but I just don't think it's gonna be crazy like how the Last Dance was.
I think it'll
Yeah.
go. I'm not saying it's gonna go $1,000, but I'm saying the shoe right now is like $450 to $500, depending on your size. That shoe can jump from $550 to $600 because so many people are trying to buy it up
Hey,
at one time.
and like Demetrius just said, he not in this one this time. So that can play a big role in it too.
He's not in it, but the story of him is in it.
Yes.
And we're talking
I
about.
don't know.
And
I know
listen,
we tell the story without the guy in it.
the real guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, the movie is basically how they built Nike around Jordan. I mean, that's the premise of that's the premise of the movie. That's what's really driving the movie is Jordan. Uh, so I mean, and they show what's supposed to be Jordan's hands holding the Chicago 1. So I mean, we just because we didn't see his representation of his face, we can't necessarily say he's not going to be in the movie.
No one's
I mean,
seen the movie yet.
they talked to his mama, they talked to his daddy. So I mean, I would only imagine that at some point he would make a cameo, whether it's him or whether it's a representation.
You will hope.
Yeah,
You will hope.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether he's in it or not. Like Michael
right.
Jordan in the flesh does not got to be in this movie.
That's true.
Wait, KB said
Listen, there's a couple of things that are.
I hope they knock the movie out the park because they got to come correct with it. They got to hit on
I
this.
agree.
They have to.
I want to see it, but I think I'll wait for it to drop on Amazon before I pay $20 or $25 to go to the theater and see it.
And see, that's another thing.
Yeah.
We got to go out and see it this time. Like everybody ain't going to the movies.
It's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
It's gonna be on Amazon.
Amazon like financed the film. It's an Amazon exclusive.
Yeah.
It's only dropping in theater for like a week or a month, and after that,
like 2 weeks
Amazon.
or something. But there's a couple of things that are undeniable and that are facts. Michael Jordan, built Nike.
He saved Nike. I'm gonna say he saved them.
No, there wasn't no saving. They were never anything really
He
until
saved Nike.
they were pretty much just like Asics.
During that time, Nike was more
not
in
even
the
that
running.
big. They
Like,
were a
running
small
on lock.
they
They had
were
track and field on lock.
they were a small company, and if you think about it, Michael Jordan wasn't even the first pick in that draft.
Right.
He was a third.
He was like third or fourth or something like that.
Yeah, he was third. He was third.
He wasn't even like the consensus best player in that draft that year. And Nike went all in.
He was, but during that time, people built their team around big men. Cause they were. It was an argument of Jordan should have went first, but during that time, you had to build your team around big men. So that's why that big guy and the other big guy went first.
And I guarantee you, if any of those teams had to redo that draft, they would pick Jordan one overall.
Yeah, Jordan going first 100% if they redid it.
But in that day and age, right, he wasn't the first pick. And Nike went all in. They did everything that they could to sign Jordan. And the Jordan 1 Chicago is the most, in my opinion, and I think this is fact, is the most important sneaker in all of history. Because without the Jordan 1 Chicago, me, him, you, and Demetrius are not even here having this conversation.
I think that opened the door, but I gotta agree with P-Town. It was the Chicago 3.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get ready to say that.
It's the Chicago 3 that really saved it, and it really saved the Jordan brand. Because remember, Jordan never liked the Chicago 1s. He never liked that shoe. And that shoe, it really ain't a basketball sneaker either. If
None
you really want to be
of them
honest.
are really, if you think about it.
True. But the Chicago, the Jordan 1 gonna always have its history in place because it was his first. But it was, I gotta agree with P-Town. It was the Jordan 3 that really saved that brand.
That's Jordan, but that's a different story. That's a different
the Jordan 3 kept
Jordan 1 is the origin story.
Yeah.
Like it didn't save the brand. It just kept Jordan from leaving and going to a different brand. Because at first Jordan
brand come on. What?
Jordan didn't want to sign with Nike. Jordan wanted to go with Adidas.
What were they gonna do with Jordan? They were gonna do it the same way they did Bird and Magic. Like, I don't think we'll be talking about Jordan sneaker if he signed it with Adidas.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And Nikki Pooh said, "Why would people be going to see the movie? The people want to see how they got Jordan and why Jordan changed from Adidas to Nike." Yeah, it's like you hear the stories, but the movie would give you a different side of that story. Like I've heard everybody talk about it, as far as Jordan goes, but as far as how the deal got done, how they approached Jordan, the interaction with him and his family. I would like to know that story. So that's the reason I want to see the movie. I'm just not gonna pay $25 to go see it.
Nah, be honest. Will y'all buy the shoes if it had the 3 stripes on it?
Yes.
Really? Nobody will be buying the shoe if it had the 3 stripes on it. Nobody. Like nobody.
I ain't gonna sit here and tell you, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was
but more so, just even you take the sneaker aspect away from that movie. I'm a Jordan fan, so like this is a cool idea for a movie. It's a cool story that I want to watch. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan is that dude, man. He's that dude.
I never was a Jordan fan, so it don't matter to me.
I don't know how you not.
I was a Penny fan.
Yeah, I wasn't a Jordan fan.
You can be fans of multiple people, man.
Nah. When I'm a fan of one guy, it's all in. Like my favorite players, it's like probably 5 at the most. Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, Kobe, Carmelo, and Curry. Those are my favorite. I'm a ride and die for all 5 of those.
All time.
Okay.
All time.
Okay. Listen,
I'm riding die for all 5 of those all time.
When it came to favorite players, Um, I wasn't growing up. I wasn't as big as a Kobe fan as everybody else was. Reason being because I was always kind of like the opposite in my household. Everybody in my household was a Lakers fan. I was more of a Tracy McGrady fan.
He was a
My
good player.
dad and my brothers, Cowboys fan. I can't stand
Ugh.
them.
Ugh.
I can't stand the Cowboys. So for me, it was that aspect. Now, as I got older, I learned to respect Kobe's game and who he was as a person. But growing up, I was strictly a Tracy McGrady fan.
I've never been a fan of any basketball player. I wasn't a basketball guy growing up as a kid. I didn't really care for basketball. So I wasn't a fan of Jordan. I mean, I heard his name, but like beyond hearing his name, I was never interested in watching his game. Like, I don't know. But when I saw his shoes, I know I liked his shoes. Um, so
Yeah.
Everybody
First of
got
all,
their reasons.
you know how lucky like we all are to have witnessed the people that we've witnessed play sports or do music in our time. Like
yeah, because a
for
lot of people are trash now.
personally for me, right? Like I live in Pittsburgh, grew up here my whole life. We don't have a basketball team. And Michael Jordan was so great that it got my attention. And I live in a mostly football town, right? Like we're known for our football team. Like and they're great and everything, but they would put Chicago Bulls games on TV, dude, and like I would watch Jordan and it was like watching Superman or something. You know what I'm saying? Like and it was a special time, like
Right.
special time, like in that day and age. And then when you really sit back and think about it, like you had like Michael Jackson in the world doing Michael Jackson things, and even all the other players, that we were Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds. Even though people, think or say what you want, but that dude was amazing. Like I even let me tell a story real quick. When I was a little boy, my dad he worked at this hotel, and every so often, like maybe once a month, he would get pirate tickets. And I'm like 7 years old or something. I'm like real young, and we went to the game and we waited after the game for Barry Bonds to come out because he was my favorite player, like my favorite player. And he come out and my dad said, "Can you sign?" I think it was a baseball. He's like, "Can you sign this baseball for my son?" And he wanted like $25 or something like that.
Woo!
And my dad was like, "I'm not going to pay you $25 to sign this for my kid," and he wouldn't sign it, right? So my dad was all mad. Like for the rest of my dad's life until the day he died, he hated Barry Bonds for that. Hated him. Me, I grew up and bought autographed jerseys, bats, and balls of his that are actually hanging on my wall downstairs. You know what I mean? Like the dude was phenomenal. Like he was kind of a dickhead, but like he was phenomenal at what he did. You know what I
As in
mean?
most,
Right.
you hear that kind of story from a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, that's how I am about Julio Jones.
I knew that. I knew it was coming.
Tell your Julio story.
Uh, it was like when Julio was a rookie. It might have been his second year. I was working at Target, and he comes into Target, and he's walking around the store. The girls are going crazy. He just grinning from ear to ear because the girls, oh, that's Julio Jones, that's Julio Jones. He comes by, and I ask him, I say, "Hey, Julio, excuse me, let me ask you a question." I said, "When does your jersey drop so that I can buy one?" And he completely ignored me and just kept walking. Completely acted as if I didn't exist. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, if I don't exist to you, you don't exist to me. Yeah, I'm not a chick, so I can't do nothing for you like that. But you won't have to worry about me buying none of your merchandise." And I have never to this day bought a piece of Julio Jones merch. I respect him as a player, but I don't care if he only makes half a penny from every jersey sold. He won't get my half a penny.
Oh man, they tripping now about these big red boots. I just seen this.
These big red boots are horrible.
Yeah, them Goku boots.
I just recently met.
That's crazy. They're made by Timberland.
I just recently met a Steeler a couple weeks ago, and he plays. He's a wide receiver. His name's Kelvin Austin, and the nicest dude in the world, man. Nicest dude in the world. So not all athletes are like that. The dude was like super polite, humble, didn't even like act like he was like anything. I didn't even know who he was until he walked into my office, and like I pull up his information, and I'm like, bro, are you a Steeler? And he's like, yeah, and super polite kid, man. Like I like he didn't play it all this year because he was hurt in college, and so he was out this year. But
Right.
um, for anybody that's interested in who he is, this is him.
Oh, he
And
clapped
clapped
himself
himself.
for a second. He'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Sorry, I clipped myself. Didn't mean to do that, but you'll have that sometimes. But yeah, not everybody's like that. I met a couple. Even Ben Roethlisberger was like really, really nice. Um, we did a thing for him through my work one time. Really nice guy. Who else was Ryan Clark? Do you guys know who Ryan Clark is? He's on like First Take now and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
ESPN. Yeah.
Dude, when I worked in a pizza shop like years ago when he was still playing, he used to come in every Saturday when the Steelers weren't playing, and he lived like nearby, basically like 10 minutes from where I live. And he would come in, man, and he would tip real well all the time, and he was picking the stuff up, like, you know what I mean, like super nice dude, man. Couple other guys, no, I can't. I'll tell you the story off here. But I got a story about a Pittsburgh Steelers running back I want to tell you guys off camera.
Mm.
But anyways,
I've never met any pro sports players.
yeah.
Now I met wrestlers. I met musicians, but never a sports player.
I'm big into sports. Like I have my whole downstairs is all autograph. I don't know if anybody's been rocking with me since day one. Like my original videos were in my sports autograph memorabilia room.
The man had the helmets and everything, jerseys,
I got
everything
autographed.
in the background.
I got like 50 autographed Steeler helmets down there. I got jerseys hanging on my wall. Everything's autographed. Because like for me, it's much like the sneaker thing. Like when I was growing up, right? Like, I would ask my parents, like, buy me these sneakers, and they didn't have the money or whatever, so I wasn't able to get them. And then, growing up in Pittsburgh, like our hockey team was winning championships. The Steelers were a big thing. Like I would ask, Mom, can I get this jersey? And you're like, I don't have the money for that right now. So I wouldn't get those things. So like when I grew up and got my own money and stuff like that, I just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I got everything I just couldn't have, And I think for a lot of us, whether we want to admit it or not, there is some like element to that in some of the things that we do and why we buy what we buy and why we like what we like. You know what I mean?
Hey, and chat, the crazy thing about it, this man videos used to be good. Like he used to have some of the video blowing up with them jerseys and whatnot. Like, why you stop doing that?
What, reviewing the jerseys and stuff?
Yes, because you had a lot of success for videos.
When I started
doing
YouTube, I
that.
mean, I started it as a sneaker channel. And if you look back in, into my my videography on this channel, I was reviewing jerseys. I was because in my mind it all goes together,
They do.
right? Because like it's it's sport, athletic. You're putting outfits
Fashion,
together.
sneakers.
You know what I mean. In my mind, it all goes together. But like I noticed that, and it wasn't like I still buy jerseys all the time. Maybe I'll do a second channel for that. But what I was noticing in my early YouTube career is that I would drop a jersey review and it would do well. And then I would drop a sneaker
Good.
review and then it wouldn't do as well. And then I make 3 more sneaker reviews and they would do better, like way better. And then I would drop another jersey review and then you know what I mean? It was too much I guess, different things that not everybody would be interested in. You know what I mean? So
You ain't think about like combining the both. Like, okay, if I'm gonna wear this jersey, I'm gonna wear these shoes and sneakers and show them at the same time as a combo. That way you bridge the two together.
Outfit of the day
yeah,
video
I mean, you
or
can do things like that, but that's not what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was doing like full blown like reviews and checking out like the quality and you know what I'm saying, and because that's what actually like matters to people like me that are into that. Not like your casual, just like for example, like my girl, she may go out and buy like the cheapest, um, I don't know, Minka Fitzpatrick Steeler jersey because she just wants a Minka Fitzpatrick jersey. As there were like people like me that are like collectors and like we want the best of the best and you know what I mean, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's just a different audience. So I knew that if I was going to be successful on YouTube, that I had to pick one. And my love of sneakers is I can do it more. I don't get sick of talking about shoes. Like I literally could talk about shoes all day, which I drop a
Right.
video almost every day. Like I love it that much as to where, my love in the sports and jersey thing, after, a couple of players that I love from back in the day, or, it mainly centers around like my hometown teams. You know what I'm saying? And after a little while, I mean, I could do it. Like I would love to do that content, maybe do it on another channel, but I just knew that if I was gonna do sneakers, which was always the plan, was I needed to just do sneakers, right? So that people could come to my channel for that. So I'm serving
Right.
that audience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Um, and that made sense to me. But I mean, but even still, even when I was doing both, like all my videos still did well. Like I've never I mean, I have videos that do better than others and stuff like that to this day, but I mean, for the most part, like even when I was doing jerseys and stuff, like I've always done okay. You know what I'm saying? Like and no matter what. But
Yeah, I really think you should just try it one time. I don't want to put too much on your plate because you be doing a lot.
bro, I
But
do so much. I'm exhausted
I
all the
think
time.
you should try it one time, like do a combo reviewing the jersey, and then like towards the end you can be like, well, I can rock these sneakers, and then do a little mini review of the sneakers at the same time, and then show them like this how y'all can rock y'all jersey. You know,
wear the
really,
jersey and show the shoes at the same
yeah,
time.
like
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
can pull it
I
off,
mean, you
but
could put some element of that. And then, I'll do videos where I actually wear jerseys and you know what I mean? But
I, I always meant to
where
ask
you
that,
start
like,
isn't
why
always where you
you stop?
finish, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it was a lot for me to do both
Oh
because
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm reviewing this and I'm reviewing that. And I actually just recently, over the past, I don't know, like year and a half, like kind of, if I'm being honest, kind of just felt like fell into like what I'm actually doing here. And what I mean by that is at first I was just reviewing shoes like everybody else, right? Like and now it's I'm more opinionated because that's really true to who I am. Like I'm opinionated. I'm going to tell you how I feel. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, if it's
Right.
trash, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using more of the information that is stored in my head. No, this was the OG colorway for this. You know what I mean? I drop knowledge more than I just review a shoe because everybody and no offense to people that do that. Like I'm not bashing anybody, but for
Passion.
me, it's more informative. It's more like thought out. There's more to it than just what the shoe is. And you know what I mean? Some people get mad at me for that. But if they don't watch me because I'm informing, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I noticed. Um, like you said, it's a lot. It's a lot to do jerseys, shoes.
yeah,
I mean, it like even something as simple as lace swapping or showing a pair of shoes with a different pair of pants. That's incredibly time consuming, and it is
yeah,
incredibly difficult to edit and add into video. Like
That's why I give big shout outs and salute to Jay the Sneaker guy because he kills it. And then he
I
does the
you
different outfits, the lace swap, the socks, all that
I would
stuff in
have
one video.
videos where I would throw history in it and I would throw extra detail in it about a shoe that like the average person might overlook. And people would tell me all the time, "You're talking too much. I would prefer to just see the shoe, show it,
Yeah,
rotate it, talk about the color and what type of material, and keep it moving." And I'm
yeah.
like, well, if that's what you're looking for, there are hundreds and hundreds of sneaker channels. Well, they'll just put the shoe in front of the camera. They won't say anything other than, "Hey, this is the Jordan 4 what?"
That's
And
me.
they'll rotate it, and that'll be it. Or
Hey,
they'll
that's me.
pan the camera around the shoe, and that will be it. Like,
Hey,
if you don't like me talking for 10 minutes or whatever, 8 minutes, then I'm not the person for you. And honestly, I can talk forever. Like, I can honestly talk forever. I know a lot of people would make videos 10 minutes to, appease to algorithms to get paid more money. I struggled not talking for 15 minutes.
but see the thing with you though, you never get bored. Like some people can talk forever and then they just get bored over time. You can talk and keep everybody engaged. That's the good thing about when you be speaking. Everybody can't hold a 10-minute video and keep everybody engaged. So
Right.
that's something you do hold. But in my video, I tell them quick. I'm like, hey, I don't know nothing about this shoe. If y'all go
Right.
somewhere else,
Right.
I'm just show y'all what. Hey, this what this look like. I like it. I'm gonna show you what it look like on feet. But don't ask me what's inside the shoe.
Tech specs or nothing like
Don't
that.
ask me where it came. I don't know. Go somewhere else. Yeah.
That's when
And
that's when they click on my
see,
video.
they're
Right.
different.
I'm finna
They're
start
different.
doing that. I'm like, hey, y'all want to know anything? Go to. I'm gonna plug James in. That's where y'all get your info. But I'm gonna just show y'all what it look like
But see,
and do my little 360. Boom.
it got to be a mixture of both because I think I would like if I want to know history about a shoe, I would watch James' channel or
right.
Wear Tester. Wear Tester is real good about
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
history and materials and stuff like that. But when I watch your average sneaker guy video, it's a different element. It's more of
Yeah.
see, James don't do on feet. Wear Tester does, but James doesn't do on feet. And your average sneaker guy, he does more than just Jordans. There are
Right.
a few times where I almost caught myself on Nike or some or on a sneaker website buying the shoe or nearly buying the shoe because your average sneaker guy pulled it off in a 3.5 minute video.
When them shoes drop out of nowhere, boom.
Yeah, I never seen these before. Where did these come from? Next thing I'm looking for the shoe online, but see,
Right.
that lets you know there are different elements to the sneaker game. Not everybody has to be cut and dry, review, history, and end of the video, or on foot, and that's the end of the video. There are
Right.
different elements, and you can succeed in any one of them.
Yeah, I've done on feet. I did them a lot. I still would. It's just by the time like I get the shoe, right, it's already out. That's been
Right.
done 50 times.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
another thing.
And and then I was at one point buying early sneakers and stuff. Like it doesn't make sense. It
Right.
doesn't make sense. I could go tomorrow, buy the white cement threes early, spend $600 on them, wait 2 weeks for them to come. They come, you know what I mean? I do the full on feet video, put it out there and all that. And that video, I guarantee you, is not going to do as well as my regular content.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, every other YouTuber's already done it, right?
Right.
So it's just, you got to find your lane and what makes sense. You know what I mean?
And it's
Eric,
funny
I
that
don't think you move too much, Eric. Y'all got to see James on feet. That man be ballet. What you call that? Ballet dancing, ballet, whatever.
ballet.
Ballet, yeah, he be ballet dancing, man, when he do his own feet. It was so funny, bruh. But I mean, he was twisting and turning his feet, his toes. I was like, okay, James was pulling a Michael Jackson on y'all. I was like, okay, James.
Love Michael Jackson, bro.
But yeah,
I learned my lesson
I
about
think
paying
you gotta
early
move it
for shoes.
because you gotta show different angles of the sneakers wide on feet. I hate looking at the ones that just sitting still let me see how, like, if I'm standing next to you in person, I want to see a bird's eye view. I want to
Right.
see a side view. So you got to show different angles instead of just standing still, because
Right.
that's not a realistic look. That
Right.
ain't how the shoe really look in person on feet. So
That's why I
I
miss
really
my
hate those
levitation
ones that
display.
just sit there and just stand still and just show the shoe.
That's why I
So
miss my levitation display.
yeah,
My levitation display highlighted the shoe much better than a ring light would, because the shoe is constantly turning.
yeah,
You seeing it at different angles as I'm holding the other shoe. If you go look at a lot of my older videos, I got a lot of compliments on the shoe while it was just sitting in the levitation display.
yeah.
I can't tell you how many times people DM me say, bro, uh, I wasn't gonna buy that shoe before, but I seen your video and how that 3M pop off the levitation display kind of convinced me to buy that shoe.
Yeah.
Like what James said earlier about paying $600 or such for early review. I pay like $4 something for these as an early review. That video, it did okay, but my Hyper Royal 13 that was in the levitation display did a lot better than me just
Right.
holding that shoe, and I paid 400 and something odd dollars for that shoe.
Right.
You just gotta find your lane and
different
just do what you
elements.
do best.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no competing
everybody's
with
different.
the top YouTubers, because we all know they getting the sneakers months ahead. And then when
Right.
you got the UA people, they killing everybody because they getting the shoe 2-3 months ahead. And so they
6 months
already
ahead.
showing it. Right. So they
And
already
2-3
showing it.
times
So you
decrease the
can't,
price.
right. You cannot compete with that. So you just find your lane and do what you do best. So and on feet is what I do best. And then levels to that. Like, you just gotta be creative with it.
Do
Yeah.
you shoot your own foot by yourself?
Yes, everything by myself.
Yeah, that's what, man. Oh,
It's hard, bro.
yeah.
I wish I could have somebody that can shoot my videos for me, but nah, I
Like
take
when
my
I was
camera.
doing on feet, I'd have to move the light to a different room.
Right, you
Walk.
gotta adjust the camera, make
Right.
sure that right. Then if you outside, you gotta. It's a lot. Like, I gotta carry. If I'm outside, I carry my gimbal, my little camera stand, then my tripod stand. Like, it's a lot to it. But if I just do it in here, it's much easier inside here. But then again, to me, that's not a natural look.
Right.
Like,
That
I
natural
hate on
sunlight.
foot that be in your room because you ain't really wearing it.
Right.
Show me when you out there in the grass or out there walking on the sidewalk.
And that's
Like,
another thing, you know what I mean, that I struggle with too, was like in the wintertime, I got snow outside. So I can't
Yeah.
even go outside. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
You got to make sure the
I've seen
pants
an
look
on-foot
right
video in the
around
And
snow.
the
you know, I
shoe.
would love to see what that sneaker look like if I'm wearing it in the snow or wearing it
Yeah,
outside.
that would be good.
No,
Yeah. Cause like you
How
wearing
would
the
that work
snow
though?
and you
Because
get the
your shoe is burying into the snow. So how you gonna do an on-foot video
well
if
if
every
it's
time you lift your
low
foot out?
and
snow,
because you actually showing the people what that shoe will be about in real element. Like,
yeah,
some
I
people
mean
buy the shoe to wear them.
you get then you could end your video with a zoom in of the bottom of the imprint of the shoe in the snow and
Yeah.
I got it. Next
Like,
time I
there's
do an
levels to
on-foot
the on
video,
feet. Like, when I see a YouTuber and they on feet in their room, I don't watch it because you ain't showing me that you actually wearing that sneaker.
guys,
You gonna put it on
we
for
are
the
3
video
likes
and then
away
wipe
from
it off,
50
put
likes.
it back in the box.
3 likes away from 50 likes, guys. Please hit that like button for me if you haven't already.
I got it. Next time I do an on-foot video, I'm gonna wait till it rains so I can shoot the video as this. I'm on the Ray J One Wish
I
video
thought
shoot,
about that.
spinning
I thought
around.
about that. Like,
but you know, like photos in the rain are actually good for sneaker photos.
yeah.
Like if you can get like the image of the shoe in the puddle, those be like some dope photos. Those end up being dope photos.
I did a Kobe shoe in the rain. Let me see if I can pull it up.
If I had one wish.
It'd be
But
the wish would be my shoe dry.
that's how I like to see it. I like to see what the shoe look like out there in real life element.
Yeah.
And that's why I
I
do
get
a
what you're
lot of my
saying,
own
'cause
feet outside. Like
I
I'm
get
finna
what you're
show
saying.
y'all how they look bird's eye view, how they looking to the side, how they look like a natural look. Like
What them is back there behind you that you kicked off on the floor back there?
what? In the
Them
They,
shoes
backpack.
on the floor. Right there,
Oh,
yeah.
those some Jordan 36s, I think.
They 35s, I think, from here. It might be 36s.
These right here.
Yeah.
yeah, I like them.
Now these are Jordan 36s. See,
Yeah, I
I
like
buy the
that.
new Jordan. Y'all, like
I
I
like
told
that.
y'all the other day, these gonna be the retros 20 years from now. But yeah, these the
They still
Jordan
gonna be new
36s
to a
right
lot of
here.
people.
But that's what my channel about, to bring light to sneakers like this that people don't
Right.
know about. And then you do a good on feet, they be like, dang, that's you actually look good for real.
The new performance
Like
side to Jordan and other brands.
right, yeah. Like everybody can't pull this off. I'm sorry. Like
No,
everybody ain't
no,
able to pull this off. They
no.
ain't. They ain't.
If you not 6 feet or taller, you ain't pulling that off.
Like these sneakers. Everybody can't pull these off.
Ooh, no.
And they got the Nike Air on the back that everybody love.
Them
Nike Air on the back. What?
them Jordans that the dude in the news broadcast will wear. They were robbing shoes like these.
Yes. They the
Yeah.
infrared. These the infrared. Like as y'all always say, the Nike Air on the back must be a must. Gotta have the Nike Air on the back.
Those are those Jordans you get when you ask your parents for Jordans for Christmas, and then you open that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody can't pull these off. Like
You read like look, you open up the wrapping paper and you see black and infrared on the label, and you thinking, oh, I got me some sixes. I got some sixes. And you open up the box and it's those, and you just
What
toss
is
the
a
box
point? What
off
is
your
a
lap.
point lane? What is a point lane?
and then when y'all go to laugh, I just pull something like these off. You're like,
Fire.
hey, don't get it twisted. The average don't stand for average now.
That's them
I
denims.
actually like those. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
those.
I
Man.
have a pair.
That bat tail yellow is so fast.
Yeah. But
Are
that's
you
why
sure?
that's why I say the average don't stand for
I'm gonna
average.
have to check my pair because they've been
I'm
in
gonna show y'all
the
some
box
average
since I
sneakers,
bought.
and then I'm gonna
They
show
yellow
y'all that
fast.
it ain't
Just
average
like
all the time.
just like the what was the other three that everybody got hyped over? It was white and
Those
black.
fragment threes.
Fragment threes. Yellow
Those
as
are
soon as you
doo-doo.
pull them out the box.
Those are doo-doo. The fragment threes are doo-doo. Just like the fragment brand is doo-doo.
Oh, them fragment threes yellow so bad, so quick.
Soon as you
They're
pull them out the box, they just
Bruh,
instantly
it's
start
so
bullet
bad.
turning.
It's so bad. I actually wanted them real bad when they first dropped, and like I took an L or whatever. And then somebody I know had them in my size, and this was like 8 months later. And then like they pulled them out, and I'm like, never mind, I'm
Yeah,
cool.
the fragment three. Like I didn't like them when
Oh
I
yeah.
saw the images. I was like, they're basic. I was like, and they're basic in a bad way, especially after seeing the ones. But I was just like, this is what y'all come up with after the one.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see what's back there?
I see a finger.
A
You pointing
point.
at that Travis Scott stat?
Y'all see that back there? See, the average don't stand for average. That's what I tell y'all.
See British khaki.
I'm
You
gonna
see
give
the
y'all these.
fragments. You see the
I'm gonna give
mocha.
y'all these. But I'm gonna pop out
Fragment
with some of
lows.
those every now and then, just to let y'all
Is that
know it ain't
reverse
sweet
mocha
over here.
on the bottom?
Those those brown and tan, like
Yeah,
I
the reverse
don't even know
mocha.
the name of them.
Right. That's how you
I
know
don't
these
know
are
nothing
street.
about these shoes. Not even not
Yeah,
nothing.
it's the brown and cream color.
Hey, we at
I like the
51
setup though.
likes, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate
Thank
y'all
you
for the
guys. Thank you
51
guys.
likes.
Appreciate you.
And then y'all see my Jordan ones over there. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me.
I see
Gonna
them
shoot
red
for
fours. I
100
get that
likes the
pair.
next time we roll this live around, man.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen. Hit
Gonna see me
100.
real quick.
I'm really trying to make this Friday Night Live like a thing. Like, you
But
know what
I
I mean?
gotta remember to come straight home. That be my thing. I be seeing the thing. I'm like, oh no, I gotta hurry up and go home, man.
You know what I mean? I mean, it does a little bit better every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The live audience, and shout out to you guys for pulling up, man. A lot of you guys, pop up here every Friday, man. Like, try to make this a real thing, man. Because the audience for the live is a little bit different than like recorded content. You know what I mean? Because this is a different element. So, me and Homegrown came up with this idea. We gonna do this every Friday, unless something happens and we can't. But every Friday, man, like we trying to make this a real thing.
I'm
Yeah,
glad I
cause
was
see,
able
y'all
to
get
make
the
it
raw
finally on
and
a Friday.
authentic us. Like this is raw, uncut. So y'all
Yeah.
get the real deal.
Plus, you never know. You never know what we might say
Right.
up here. You know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
you get the real deal up here. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing pre-edit,
A lot of
pre-recorded.
mystery. You don't know
Yeah.
what we're gonna talk about. You don't know if we're gonna show a shoe. You don't know what James gonna eat. A lot of mystery to this
Stop
guy.
calling. Stop
Hey,
calling
that's
him James.
homegrown.
Stop calling
How
him
many
James.
times he gonna
Oh,
eat? Yeah, that's him up there.
yeah. My bad. My bad. My bad. Cuz.
Hey,
My bad.
hey, listen.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Li-
He can't eat all day. I ain't seen him eat yet.
No, he ate. He ate already.
Did
He
he?
had him some
He had
I must
Wendy's.
tune
Wendy's.
in late then.
He had
I had to
Wendy's.
tune in late then.
But last week, I'm before the live last Friday. I'm on the phone with Homegrown, right? And like we're talking, and then his girl said something. It's like, oh, James, blah blah blah, and like I thought she was
You wanna
talking to me.
Huh? Really?
I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. Your name is actually James too. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny.
Oh, look at him.
And
He got the cinnamon toast crunch right next to him. Look at him.
Wait a minute, you can see that? Oh. Yeah.
My all-time favorite right there. That's my all-time favorite.
And it's a family size.
That's top five.
Yeah,
That's top
that's
five.
top one, bro. That's all time. That's my top one.
It's a little off, but it can go for you.
That ain't Cookie Chris.
And messed
Cookie Crisp
around
fire.
It can go for
and the
you.
store sold out of
Munch
honey
on
buns. Otherwise, I'd have a honey bun right
Why
now.
not?
Bro, because of you, I last week at work, I went and got honey buns twice from the Rite Aid by my job.
Like, I'm telling you, when you least expect
When
it,
did honey buns become $3?
I have no idea. But when I get
Inflation.
the honey buns from Walmart, it's only like $2.50 for a box of 6 or something like that.
Yeah, because like
I remember at Sound Club, you can buy like the real big box of
at
honey
Rite Aid, they
buns.
tax for like the Hostess ones, bro.
Yeah.
$3. Like
Yeah.
it's like $2.69 or something.
Like I'll bounce between okay, so
What your regular partner to?
these are real good. The
Those
gummy
from
bears
Costco.
and the gummy worms. Nah, these came out of Walmart. I don't know, like Albany's. Like these are some of the best gummies I've ever had.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That is good.
I'll bounce
And they
between like
expensive too, though.
Swiss roll. Yeah, this bag was like $10.
Yeah, they expensive.
I buy a bag a week. You know, we ain't gonna talk about it. But like I'll bounce between honey buns, Swiss rolls, what else? Cosmic brownies. That's more on the back end. I don't really eat that.
I'm more of a Star Crunch kind of guy.
Yeah,
Star Crunch.
Yeah, I love a Star Crunch.
I would
A Star Crunch.
I would go
Crunch and a fudge
elderly,
round.
and I go elderly and eat a pecan Swiss roll before I eat Star Crunch. Like, but I eat like Reese's cup after it's been put in the freezer. Or something
Y'all
like
just
that.
stop
Yeah.
eating moon
Eat
pie.
Reese's cups, bro. I can't trust you.
Moon pie.
Reese's cups are fire, bro.
My girl love
moon
those.
pie with some
Because they're fire.
Yeah. I
Man,
can't
come
stand
on.
those. My
And
girl
this man,
love
he had a Reese's cup and he acted like he didn't like it. He was like, it's all
First
right.
of all,
What kind of person doesn't like Reese's cups?
A psycho killer.
Right?
People who eat babies, who Jeffrey
I don't eat
Dahmer
Reese's
babies.
either. I'm with you,
hate
D.
Reese's cups.
I don't eat Reese's
I
either.
can't.
Bro. I'm
It's
with
like
you,
I
people.
can't do
It's like
Reese's.
people that don't like pizza. Like
Right.
Again, I don't like pizza either.
what y'all?
You on your own with that one now.
I don't like cheese, so I don't eat pizza. I don't eat cheese.
Oh, you lactose intolerant? They got
I'm not that, but see, this the crazy thing about it. The only way I can eat cheese and not taste the cheese is through macaroni and cheese. Ain't that crazy?
What?
Yes.
Macaroni is littered with cheese.
It's literally cheese, but you
It's
give me
all
a
cheese,
More
bro.
cheese in the macaroni than the pizza.
if you give me a pizza, a grilled cheese, or a cheeseburger, I cannot eat it.
What?
I can taste the cheese
Bro,
for some reason.
that's all three of my food groups.
But macaroni and cheese, for some reason,
Appreciate you,
I can't
KB.
taste the cheese.
What you get like the off-brand macaroni with like
No,
no
like
cheese in?
no, I can full
The
blown
Kraft
get
macaroni in the
macaroni and
box.
cheese for real, like, but I can't taste the cheese. But a cheeseburger, pizza, and all that, I could not eat it. I
That
You
still
makes
like
can't
no
eat the
sense
cheese.
because
You
90%
eat,
of
you eat
macaroni and cheese
grandma's
is cheese.
macaroni where she sprinkled some cheese on it, put it in the oven, let it put a cheesy
Listen,
crust
I
on top.
know. I don't understand it, bro. I always been like that.
That's a mental block. That's all that is. That's a mental block.
I always been like that.
Cause you'll get more grease on your lips eating macaroni from the cheese than you would like a
You
burger.
had a taste bud. Yeah, I always been like that, man. A pizza, cheeseburger, grilled cheese, I cannot
You
eat
know
it.
what?
But
I
you give me
can, I
some
can,
macaroni and cheese, I tear it up.
I can see why you say that because I'm not that big of a fan of peanut butter. That's why I
Tyrone
don't eat
said, "Give
Reese's.
love to the nutty bars."
Well,
Nutty bars are
I
fire
don't
too.
like peanut butter like that either. But I mean,
But I can eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
that makes no
Maybe that's
sense.
just maybe that's
See,
a
Man,
test
that's
to my
like me because
childhood.
like the only way I can drink milk is through cereal. Without cereal, I can't drink no milk.
I
Man,
start
somebody
drinking
must
like the
have
cereal.
Y'all too old to be picking through your food like this.
Oh,
somebody
I'm
must
very
have
picky when
beat
it
you
comes
with
to
a
food.
bag of Reese's cups as a child.
Yeah, when it
Huh?
comes to food, I'm very picky.
I've overdosed
Yeah.
on Reese cups
Somebody
and
must have beat
and
you with a
pizza.
bag of Reese's cups and just like scarred you. Like, you gonna eat this damn Reese's cup, boy? Bam, bam. No, mama, no.
I don't know. I just feel like chocolate
Take
and peanut
5?
butter should not mix.
What?
Like I don't do Reese's. I don't do peanut butter. Butterfinger.
He really went take 5 as the best candy bar. I can't
Shout
agree
out
with
to
you on that.
KB Kicks with the $2
The
dono.
$2 donation.
Hold up,
Take
hold up, hold
five
up, hold
is
up.
the
We gotta
best
do
candy bar.
donation.
I don't got the donation button, but
Well,
shout out to KB Kicks for the $2 dono. Take
KB,
5 is the best candy bar.
KB,
Don't
you
ask
my
Never
me.
guy.
had it.
You my guy,
Never
but
had
you ain't got to worry about nobody adding you about no take 5. Because,
That's
They
what
still
I'm talking
selling
about.
them?
He said take 5.
I haven't
Okay,
seen a Take
best
5
candy
in
bar.
years.
I would take
What
a
is the best
baby
candy
root
bar?
over that.
Baby Ruth's nice. Baby
Facts.
Yeah, I
Ruth's
would
nice.
take a
yeah,
baby root over that.
I'll dive in a tank of Milky Way before I even take 5. Like,
But the sneaker gonna always be king. That and the Twix. They gonna always
My
be
Hey,
king.
there we go. I'm a
my
Twix
favorite
guy.
candy bar is a Twix.
Yeah,
yeah, I
that
like
Twix
Twix.
guy.
you
I
And
can't
like
go wrong
Twix.
with that other
but
sneaker.
Reese cups are more important.
But I think
Yeah,
like
to
my
the dumpster.
favorite candy would be like as a kid, I used to love like Kit Kats and Almond Joys. But I think like my
Almond Joys.
favorite candy is like a peanut M&M. Like I like
Peanut M&Ms are fire.
Ooh, favorite
My
candy.
favorite candy growing up was Skittles.
Man.
hell no. There's no right way to say it, but you pop Skittles in your mouth and they get hard. Like you literally have to have steel teeth to eat through Skittles if you leave them in your mouth too long. Because
Man.
all I remember is kids used to like dump Skittles in their mouth, so the Skittles be
What
sitting
was the
in your
other
mouth.
one?
Either mine gonna be the
100.
nerds. Y'all remember the nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah, them teeth breakers. Yeah.
And then the
Those
monster
clusters
candy.
that they have, those nerd clusters are good too, though.
I know a lot of kids used to like them airheads. They used to make what they call
Oh,
a trash
airhead,
bag
y'all
with
be
the
jumping.
airheads.
Remember the
Yeah.
90s commercial they would do? Where they like the head
Yeah.
to blow up into a balloon and
I
Yeah.
don't know what would my favorite candy would be. I don't know.
Shout out to KB Kicks for another $2 dono.
Another
Donation.
one.
Another one.
Donation.
Another
yeah,
one.
Mr.
Another
Good
one.
Bar. Mr. Good Bar. My dad used to get those a lot.
Mr. Good Bar.
Mr.
It's
Goodbar.
yellow. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
yellow
I
wrap
was
with red.
convinced all my life that they only came in the miniature size, like in the Christmas bag. So every year I would wait for like the Hershey's bag to come around so I could buy those or whatever.
That was
And
like some candy
and
that
then
my great
people
grandma had.
and Mr. Good bars are actually like a real full size candy bar.
Yeah, Mr. Good
Yeah.
Bars. My great grandma would
Three
have them in
Musketeers.
with the caramel chew candies. You remember those little caramel square candies? Like, oh my god! Like
What they call it, like Weather Originals.
word,
My grandma
something.
used to have those.
Werther's, whatever the hell them things
Yeah,
was. Like,
weather, something like that.
Mr. Good Bar, elderly candy. Yeah, yeah. It's got them nougats in it. It's just another name for a pink. Oh man,
Hey, what were those Halloween
that's
candy,
what
man?
they say.
Candy corn.
Yes,
Candy
yeah.
corn.
Homegrown look like he eat them candy corns, man.
Hell no. I throw candy corn at people out of pure hatred before I eat it.
Oh man, I can't believe they still make those every Halloween.
I know people that
You
like
like those
candy corn.
that
Like,
with those peeps, mushroom
Those
marshmallow candy.
the marshmallow candy.
the chickens
Yeah.
that they do on Easter, the chickens and the bunnies.
Peeps.
Now you
You
know
eat those, I don't feel.
me
You eat
decades to
peeps,
like
I don't feel comfortable around you.
it took me decades to eat a peep, and like because the first couple of times I tried it, I was like, this is disgusting. It's still nasty, but
Peeps are literally like children's candy. It's like
yeah,
literally just for
yeah,
kids.
yeah. It's just a marshmallow. It's
Yeah.
a fake marshmallow.
KB Kick said we need to get memberships for this channel, bro. Maybe try to get it going again.
Yeah, Patrick, I'm with you on candy corn. Who eat them what is that? Fruit cake? What is that with all them candies in it?
Fruitcake.
Yeah,
Fruit
fruit
roll-up.
cake. It's got every single disgusting candy that nobody wants in it. And it's cake with nasty ass candy. I think it's even got like pineapples in it. And oh my.
Yeah,
And
people make them for Christmas and give them away, and then no one eats them. Like
they
no one
turn
actually eats fruitcake. It's like a gift. Like
right, they turn into lawn ornaments
yeah.
and dangerous weapons like fruitcake brick up. Whatchamacallits? I remember them. I remember the commercial. Chewy, chocolatey, crispy, crunchy. Whatchamacallit?
Nikki Pooh said Brax candy.
Brax, what's that?
Yeah, and that's the name of a candy brand. I think they made like I think I'm maybe seeing that they made like that hot cinnamon candy.
Heard of that?
Hot cinnamon candy? Ain't that what old people give you to
Yeah,
keep
that when they get
you
in church.
right when you little and you keep begging for candy, they be like, baby, I got some
Nah,
candy for you. And they give you one
my
of them
grandma
hot
would
candies,
have
and when you sit there and be like,
that cinnamon candy. I hate that. I hated butterscotch. But my grandma used to have that like it was used to be coming like a strawberry wrap, paper wrap.
yeah, I know what
Only
you're talking about.
only
Yeah.
old people have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't even know where you buy that at, but all
It
old
used to be
people have the
penny
strawberry
candy.
candy.
It used to be penny candy. It, like the wrapper is like a strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know where you buy it, but only old people have it. Like
in the
my grandma
hood.
always had them.
In the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I live in the hood. We don't have them.
You go to the dollar.
I think
You
Dollar
gotta
Tree.
go
I
to the
think Dollar
dollar
Tree sell
store.
them.
Yeah, you gotta go to the dollar store in the hood. You got like there's the hood and then there's the hood. And
I
you gotta go
got
into
you
the
brought that
hood.
up. Do y'all hood had a cookie lady? Y'all ever had the cookie lady?
Nah,
No,
we don't have
back
a
then we
candy
had a
lady,
frozen cup
snack
lady. Well,
lady.
you know,
Y'all call her candy lady. We call them cookie lady down here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, they
Like,
sell everything.
yeah, they had icy.
Yeah, they had the ice.
had
fruit.
fruit. Yes,
we
we
call
called them the frozen cup house.
See, we
Right.
call them fruit cups down here.
Yeah, it's say frozen cups.
Whatchamacallits.
See, we don't got that
forgot
around.
that candy
Like,
bar even
these
existed.
kids don't understand what they missing, man. They don't have that no more around.
But that's by the time they get done looking at their phones and tablets, it done melted on them.
Now-a-laters and Jolly Ranchers. I was never a fan of Now-a-laters. I like Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, I was. Now later than what Mambas. I think that's what it was called.
I just
Mambas.
said the mamas, yeah. The
Yeah.
mamas used to be here.
Albany's candy factory. Where is that? Where's the Albany's candy factory? Oh man, where is that?
Yo, listen, we have in Pittsburgh, we have, I don't know if you guys get this where you live or if you've ever heard of it. But in Pittsburgh, we have a company called Saris, Sarris. Have you ever heard of Saris candy?
Nah.
No.
Uh-uh.
It's literally hands down the best chocolate in the world. Like
Well,
the
you ain't been to Willy Wonka's factory.
if you ever come to PA and you go to a store and you see it, buy it. Like the candy bars are $3, but they're amazing. The chocolate covered pretzels. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Dang.
If
Oh,
I'm not
no,
mistaken, isn't
I
there a
wasn't
chocolate
saying.
factory in Hershey, PA?
Yeah, that's Hershey, but this
Yeah.
is another This is another. This is the Hershey is like closer to Philadelphia, like that way. But in Pittsburgh, and it's in Canonsburg, PA, which is like about 30 to 45 minutes from where I'm at in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
KB probably knows. I know KB knows Sarah's
Dang.
candy.
I used to
Oh,
when I first started
Nick,
truck driving. I used to deliver load to Allentown, PA, all the time. I
Yeah,
think there was a craft factory there in Allentown,
Dang.
yeah.
and I would
Nikki, trust me.
leave Allentown and go through Hershey, and we would pick up candy in Hershey, and they would always have free candy out for the truck driver picking up or delivering loads. That's why I asked about that factory.
I know what Albany's candy is. Trust me, because I sit here and buy Albany's candy once a week, a big bag. But no, I was trying to figure out where is the factory.
James,
What up?
ain't nobody coming to Pittsburgh, bro. Ain't nothing in Pittsburgh. Hey, y'all ain't got nothing to offer nobody, man. Ain't
Shout out
nobody coming
shout out to
Pittsburgh,
crew, man. Gang, what's up? How you doing, bro? Thanks for pulling up tonight. What you mean, man? Pittsburgh's kind of cool. We got a lot of
What y'all
stuff.
got to
Actually.
offer? What was not legit for real? Tell me.
Listen,
Why
I
would
don't got look. I
what
don't
do
got
I
warm
need to
weather.
Pittsburgh
I don't
for?
got warm weather and everything like you
And
and
don't
me
nobody
down
want to
there.
see snagging to the strippers.
Right.
It really
Y'all ain't
depends
got
on
no
what you're into.
women's
It
up
really
there.
depends on what you're into. We got a really nice casino.
Pittsburgh, the first time I ever went to a Wawa.
We don't got no
Oh,
Wawa.
what we got a Wawa down here? Oh.
That
We
was
don't have
before
we
it.
don't got no Wawa.
Not Pittsburgh, but I mean Pennsylvania. In Allentown. Allentown was the first time I
Yeah,
ever went
so
to a
sell
Wawa.
me
The
Pittsburgh.
Wawa
man.
wasn't in Florida.
Sell me Pittsburgh.
I wouldn't tell you to move here because your taxes are way better than here. Like you
I ain't
don't
got
pay as
tax
much
in
as
Florida.
yeah, you're good down there. But we do, but to
Yeah,
come
I got
visit,
crazy people.
but to come visit, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Right.
So we got the Andy Warhol Museum, which is pretty cool if you're into art. Obviously we got our sports teams. You go to any of our stadiums, whether it's Heinz Field for the Steelers, PNC Park for the Pirates, or PPG for the Penguins. Our stadiums are amazing. So even if you want to catch your sports team in our place, it's a dope place to go. Our stadiums are fantastic. We got so we're known for like the Three Rivers, right? And so like whenever everything is bridges. So to get from where I am, I have to cross a bridge to get into the downtown area, and then downtown area is like where you're gonna find like all the the stadiums and the museums and all that stuff. Or if I want to go to the opposite side, to like the Oakland side, where like Pitt University is, and then there's some more museums, and then there's some more stuff like that. We don't have like. We do have like nightlife, but like for real, Pittsburgh is pretty dangerous. So I mean,
that's it. Well,
I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Like you can go. We have a strip called East Carson Street, which is like 10 minutes from my house, and you can go down there, and the whole entire Carson Street, and it stretches for miles, is like nothing but like bars and like nightlife and that stuff. You can do some cool stuff like that. But we don't have beaches and bro, I've been to Florida. Like I've never been to where you live specifically, but I went to like
let me stop you because
I went to Orlando. I hated it.
I'm finna let you know about Florida.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, Demetrius said something very important. Y'all need to realize this. Florida people are crazy. Just know that. I mean, Florida people are crazy, so don't come to Florida acting a fool because we are crazy.
Right.
Now the
It's
second
something
I
in the
thing,
see
water.
y'all in the news all the time. Yeah.
right now, the next thing is Orlando on up. We don't call that Florida.
That's why a lot of people think people
Wait,
from
I'm
Georgia
interested in
are
hearing
crazy.
this.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
because people from Florida try to slide their crazy folks into Georgia,
yeah,
and we
And
really
breed
need
with
a
Florida come
we
up
really
and
need
breed
a
with
fence.
Georgia, so it's a
yeah,
mixture of everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Because
need to build a wall around Georgia to separate the
but see
folks.
that's how we look at it. That's how South Florida look at it. South Florida look at like if you from Orlando on up, y'all
Yeah,
Alabamians in Georgia. We're like y'all country. Like
I
y'all
get
ain't
it.
Florida.
I get it. I get what you're
So
saying, because
so
where I
yeah, so
live,
South Florida, we look at North Florida different. Like Florida is two different states when you ask the
yeah,
real Floridians.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, North Florida, we
Well,
look at
according to
y'all
the
like, man,
football
y'all
team, it's
Alabama.
3 different states because you got Miami, you got Jacksonville, and
Jacksonville
you
and
got
Jacksonville.
Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah. So
Now,
Florida loves
that's really
Orlando.
like how it is.
them folks in Tampa, they crazy.
They crazy. Yeah, but
Oh,
Jacksonville get
Miami
wild too.
worse.
But yo, ain't nothing like Miami, man. You got to run around
Miami
with
is
Glocks and 19s and AK-47s. Like my trunk,
listen.
I got 3 of y'all. Like you got to ride it. For
I'm
real,
telling you,
bro. You have to
yo,
ride around like that.
let me tell you, the old
Yeah,
company
people
I used to
people
work
walking
for,
around out here with AK-47s like me.
Yeah, you
bro.
like
The old company I used to work for. Anytime I would any of us take a load to Florida, they would send us the load information, and then following that load information, they would send us like a warning: keep your doors locked.
you
Don't be out in the street late at night.
don't
Stuff
go
like
to
that when
certain
you go to
areas.
Florida. Yeah,
Like down here, bro, you can't speak to nobody because they gonna be like, "What's up? You know me? I don't know you. Hey, where you know me from?" They be ready to buck. Like you just got to keep your head on the swivel, man, and just look forward, go on about your business, and just hope you just make it home.
just stay where the
That's
lights are at,
Yeah,
where
just
it's
Well,
lit.
well,
no,
that's
man,
not even safe. Cause like I told y'all in the chat, man, these folks wilding out down here now.
that might be. I might be crazy because Florida didn't worry me. I went all through Florida. I went to the
Dang,
bottom.
Well, see,
I
that's
went to
the
the
thing.
middle.
If
I
you
drove to
you
the
and chill,
Panhandle.
you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you real and chill,
Yeah,
they not gonna mess with you long you don't go down there acting the fool. That's why I just said don't go down there acting the fool. But long you just chill and know how to handle yourself, Florida's cool.
yeah.
But
And where if you know where to go and where to stay away from, Florida can be
well,
fun.
not only that, like I said, you just know how to conduct yourself. You can go anywhere. Just know how to conduct. Just realize where you at.
because
Respect where you at.
when I
Yeah,
was in Florida, I was down by Flamingo and Hollywood and all of that.
yeah. You in North
Nah, we used to
Miami.
take
Yeah,
family trips. We used to take family trips to Miami every summer.
yeah.
Like we
You
stay on
you in North
South
Miami.
Beach. Yeah,
See, hold up. Let me stop you there again. South Beach is not Miami. Yeah, South Beach is not. Look, y'all don't understand. Like
like
it was just
I've been there to, like the Poker Beans. I've been
okay. Yeah, you been in the
yeah,
gutter. You went to the post
yeah,
game.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
yeah.
South
Like I've been to Miami a few times.
y'all non-Floridians stop calling South Beach Miami because that is not Miami. They just now in the late mid '90s starting allowing black folks to come over there.
You know
We
what made
we don't claim
people
South Beach.
call that is that show South Beach Towing.
Yeah, and then all these non-celebrities that don't live in Miami came to South Beach and started broadcasting that, and we were like, that's not Miami. We Miami go to North Miami Beach. That we don't claim South Beach because, like I said, if you were this color, you want allowed to cross that bridge. So we never claimed it South Beach, and we get so
You know what?
mad with non-Miamians.
There's still a lot of places in this country that are like that, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah,
just telling. It was just like mid '90s when they started allowing us to start going across that bridge.
I went to, I live in Pittsburgh, and like West Virginia is like it's close, like it's like you can get there in an hour or so, right? So me and my boy Randy, he's a black dude. We worked with all these girls at the time, and man, we went there with like I want to say maybe 10 girls, and then it was like one other dude and me and Randy, right? And we were all white except for him, and they
are
wanted
they
to go.
bothering you, sir?
They wanted to go to the specific club for some reason. I guess like they've been there before or something. So like we drive there, we go all the way there. We get to the door. Half the girls go in, right? I come, I go in, like they don't say nothing, I show them my ID, whatever. He was the last person in, and they go, "Do we know you?" And I'm standing like, and I'm in front of them, right? Like I'm in, and they're like, he's like, "Well, what do you mean? Do I know I don't know you?" And then they're like, "Well, you can't come in here." He's like, "What do you mean? You just let all my friends in? Like I can't come in? All my friends could go in?" And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this dude, and I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." So we all had to leave, like, because we couldn't, they would not let him in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Wow, dude!"
Big
Like,
John got it done. Man, he ain't getting in the club.
and Randy's like the sweetest dude in the world, man. He's 7 foot tall, but he's so
That's why.
kind.
That's why. They weren't finna let no 7-footer,
You know what I mean? And I was just like, "Bruh, like that's crazy."
He'll be sleeping with all they women.
He was like, "Well, did you know any of my friends that went in?" And they're like, No, we don't. But do we know you?" Like dude, I couldn't believe what I saw that day.
He should have said, "Yeah, I play for the Clippers."
And ever since then, dude, I've been on some West Virginia stuff. I will never go back there. I don't care what is there. You know what I mean? Like never. Like I won't. No offense to anybody who might be from it. I don't mean no disrespect to you. I'm never going back to West Virginia ever again for for anything.
Like, bro, and the
You
part
still
I
got
live
people like
at
that today.
is like I'm not in the like deep hood, but I'm in there. Like this shoebox right here, it's loaded. Like I'm in all reach of whatever room I'm in. That's how you got to be down here because they kick like about a couple months ago they were just kicking in houses, running into people's houses.
Show them bars on the window. That's what you know.
If you see random U-Hauls in your neighborhood in Florida, just know illegal activity is going on.
Yeah, just know somebody's house for to get kicked in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's why I keep stuff like I ain't gonna show it because I want to clap you. Channel, but
I appreciate that.
I'm always in arm reach of both sides, whatever room I'm in. Like,
I got
for the most part.
But like I got Big Bertha by the mattress. I got Pee Wee on the sink.
Fat, like you gotta. It's sad that we gotta live like that, bro. It's sad.
It's getting like that around. It's getting like that.
Yeah,
it's getting
we were
bad
just talking
around where
about the
I'm at.
Memphis thing. We are just talking about the Memphis thing earlier. How today they're bold. They don't do it at night. Now they broad daylight.
Yeah.
And then okay, how y'all feel about the employees? If I'm there, I'm like, hey, y'all can have all that.
Yeah.
I ain't finna get shot on nobody.
Listen, I'd be like this. Hey, they stealing shoes. Hey, you want the ones on my feet too?
Right, because for every shoe you prevent them from stealing, they ain't finna give you nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna be like, hey, make sure y'all hook me up. I get off at 2:30. I'm gonna meet y'all around the block.
The Jordan 3 reimagines are back there.
Yeah, they back
right.
there.
They're more likely to fire you for trying to stop them from stealing.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all want the Jordan 1s over there, the 3s over there? I get off at 3:30, so I'll meet y'all somewhere. Just have me up here.
Yeah, grab me a size 8. Grab me a size 8.
Memphis,
about a Wawa or whatever he said.
Out of all the cities I've been to, there's nothing like Memphis.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Memphis is wild because it's time for Nike to leave.
Today,
they didn't even leave.
Today, I can pick up a load and go to Memphis. I can't remember the interstate or the state road number, but you will see a few truck stops on like the left side, but on the right side, you'll see nothing but women walking up and down the strip, waiting to hit on trucker to either do a little something or they setting you up to get robbed. And there's a lot of truckers that got like that. It's crazy. Memphis is a different beast.
Yeah, I think it's time for Nike to, and whoever, all the other companies too, they just need to leave Memphis.
I don't understand why they would want to be in Memphis though. Right.
Memphis, I feel safer anywhere in Florida than I do Memphis.
Well, Memphis don't really. I mean, Tennessee don't really got none. Like I've been there. It's like
everything keeps burning down.
It literally looks like 1950 there.
Yeah, all the South do, Alabama, Mississippi, like North Florida, Georgia. Beside Atlanta, they just started booming, but they still country.
Hey man, we ain't just started.
Nah.
We been booming. We been booming.
Y'all just started booming. Y'all
no.
still
Let me tell you.
country.
Last time me and Miz vlogging went to Atlanta, I told Homegrown this story. We was over there near Varsity. I think that's the name of the burger place.
Oh yeah, no, hey, yeah,
Varsity.
that's over there by North Avenue. Yeah,
Listen, bro, no lie to you. We went across the street from Varsity. It went from all lit up and pretty on the backside of us, but in front of us, it looked like a
Yeah.
scene from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's literally like
never,
that.
This is how
You can
fast
go.
my girl clicking that lock button. She was.
You can go down the street. There is
break.
literally a road that splits, you know, the differences in half. Where Varsity is, it's almost like the sun is out and everything, the birds is chirping and everything. To the right side of that street, you see trash blowing. It's dark. You see all kind of people hanging out over there. And it is literally less than a stone's throw going on from that. It's almost like the city is split in half like that.
I've been in Atlanta once. I went to Lawrenceville.
Oh yeah, no, you was out there with the
Yeah, I was way out there. Yeah,
outside. Yeah, that's out there.
Yeah, but you had to go through Atlanta though.
Yeah,
like y'all still country.
I remember the days
The
I
most
used to want to
ghetto,
live
the
in
most
Atlanta.
ghetto
I
place
changed
that
my
I ever
mind.
seen was a place called Gary, Indiana, and it's where the Jacksons are from, like Michael Jackson and all them. Yo, like we was driving through there, right, and like they had like the blinking lights, and it was like super run down, right, and the cop stopped us and was like, "What are you guys doing?" Because there was a red light that we stopped at. And he was like, "You don't stop for these lights. You don't stop here. You just keep going." There's the cops. The cops was like, "You just keep driving. Don't worry about it. You ain't getting pulled over. You just get out of here as fast as you can."
Yeah, Indiana is so flat. It is so flat.
They trying to go home too.
Like the panhandle is like, because when I went to Florida, I ended up, because I was trying to go to like Ron John's, and it took like going to one of the Ron Johns. It took me through the panhandle, which looped me through Alabama. But going through the panhandle, boy, that's some of the most deserted crap I have ever seen. When I was driving through the panhandle, I was literally thinking to myself, I hope I don't get a flat tire because I'm going to be stuck in one of these redneck cities, and I'm gonna have to go bananas, and I might not end up. I might end up in one of these jails.
There's a town in Texas that I drove through, and I posted it on my Instagram before. It's literally called Cut and Shoot, Texas. Cut and Shoot, Texas. Right, I've never gotten out of a place so fast that night.
That's another state you gotta be careful when you going. Texas don't play either.
Yeah,
Texas, they get down in Texas, bro. That's another one. Y'all better keep your head on the swivel if y'all going through Texas. But I'm always for rep my Florida. I'm from Florida, so we just different, man.
Well, can we have some of our land back then? Because Florida, the panhandle actually belongs to Georgia, but Florida.
Y'all can have them. We don't care.
The Florida loves saying the panhandle belongs to them because there's nothing red clay about Florida. They just somehow got a piece of our state.
And why we don't claim North Florida?
Because y'all sent all of y'all crazy people to North Florida trying to run from the cops that were catching y'all shipping drugs across from Puerto Rico, the Dominicans doing drug deals and stuff.
Yeah, because see, people don't know I'm part Cuban. My dad was Cuban.
Right.
Like Miami just a big old gumbo pot.
Right.
We Island boys for real. We Haiti. You got the Haitians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. So it just made up we just made up island boys.
And when they started cracking down on the South Florida boys for drugs, they just pushed further up.
Everybody migrated up.
Yep, they tried to slide into Georgia, and
Yeah.
luckily for a little while, they slid past Georgia and went
Yeah,
straight to
'cause I got some family in Alabama, so that's why I be in between Bama and
Mhm.
Florida. And I'm like, how y'all ending up way up here? 'Cause I ain't gonna remember my first time coming to Alabama. I was like you. I like, man, I ain't seen all these trees. I thought my mom would try to kidnap us. I, I woke up, I see number trees. I was like, okay. Like you think it's a scary movie.
Yeah,
Like you see number trees and trees. I'm like,
and the
oh, y'all
buildings be
kill us?
old.
Like, what we at? She was like, Alabama. I'm like, huh? I'm like, I ain't never heard of no Alabama.
I mean, I
Alabama?
literally saw a town that was probably as big as a block, and the buildings look old. The post office looked like something out of the 1930s or coming
Yep,
out of
that's
Mayfair.
exactly
I
how it
was like,
is.
man, let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of this panhandle. Let me get up out of Alabama, and let me. I did every bit of 90 going through the panhandle and going through Alabama and straight home.
But hey, but like I said, going back and forth, Alabama really cool though. Alabama really cool. You just gotta know the spots. You just gotta know the spots. But Bama,
Tyrone Turner said he lived outside of Galveston, Texas, and I got family in Galveston, but he said he ain't never heard of cut and shoot.
But Demetrius would know because he's a truck driver and
yeah,
he
he'll
goes
touch
everywhere.
y'all.
Yeah, he driving them crevices.
Listen. Tyrone said, bro, I guess say he live outside of Galveston, Texas. Never heard that town.
I have.
Cut and shoot. City in Texas.
Wow, that's crazy.
It says, cut and shoot is a city in eastern Montgomery County, Texas. About 6 miles east of Conroe and 40 miles north of Houston. Bro, and I couldn't believe it. I looked at my GPS, because my GPS give you the city and state you in, and I seen it. I thought I read it wrong. Cut and shoot. Nah, this don't sound like a place black people should be at night. I got out of there so fast.
Oh man.
You have now entered the place where you can get cut and or shot. Pick and choose.
Speaking of Florida,
I told everybody the story about when we was in Atlanta, how fast you were hitting that lock button.
Why would you scare them folks? That?
Well, I ain't never seen her so scared in my life, bro. This is the lock button. She was doing this literally.
Boy, that spot.
Like broke the button in the car.
Like The Walking Dead.
Told you.
We still challengers out here. That's what we still dodgers.
I never drive my dog. I got the Durango. I never drive that in Georgia. Hell no. No.
But I seen one strip bare naked outside of a place I had to drop my trailer.
What y'all like about that car so much? I mean,
the parts are worth money.
Like,
I have no. It was even before then, because like the first time they started still like we like in Atlanta we target Hondas because we still the catalytic converter. Like they were still in the catalytic converters off the Honda Element.
Yeah.
So the Honda Elements would end up sounding like go-karts. And we were still in Dodge products. And like when it first got real heavy, they were still in Rams so that they could hook chains up to the ATMs and snatch the ATM.
And them idiots stayed buying them.
That Ram had enough torque to snatch the ATMs out the wall, so that's what they were using.
When I bought my Hemi Durango, I took all my emblems off because you just gonna think this a regular one. Like, why they not doing that up there? If you buy, look, chat. If y'all buy y'all a Hemi in Georgia, just take all the emblems off. You might
or at
be
least
safe.
Downgrade it to a V6. They don't touch V6.
Right. Oh, they ain't gonna mess with no V6. There's literally an apartment complex.
Just put you driving a scat pad, just put a V6 badge on it.
It looks like a prison. The apartment complex looks like a prison. It's got a big old gate. I'm talking about huge. The way you go in is literally the way you get out. And it is literally, the apartment complex is in a U shape. And there are people that sit on top of the roofs with automatic guns, assault rifles. Police won't even go up in there. One of my friends had his Challenger stolen, and they took it up in there. And when he looked on his, because he had a tracker on, when he gave the police the information of where his tracker was and his car was, they said, "Oh well, you might as well go ahead and call your insurance company. You're not going in there." Like, and I've been up in there. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
I remember seeing a video. A guy went to a concert and he was driving a Challenger. And when he came out the concert, his car was on bricks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They stripped it.
Y'all
Yeah.
know who
And
Country
put him on
Wayne is,
bricks.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hit him up. I thought it was a skit, but nah, that was for real.
It was
In
enough
They
Buckhead,
hit him up.
they snatched Calvin Ridley's channel when he
Hey,
first got to Atlanta. Florida boy, he first got to Atlanta. They snatched his channel.
hey,
Ludicrous. They tried to snatch his
I'm
stuff.
looking at y'all like, why y'all still buying this car when y'all know that's the #1 car getting jet, but you finna go buy it? Like,
Nowadays,
common
it's a
sense.
Kia.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's Kias. They stealing Kias and starting them up with chargers, with phone chargers.
Hey, the South crazy, bro. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. The South
I think
wild,
people just
man.
got too much time on their hand.
Yeah, it's just wild in the South.
KB said this is off topic, but did anyone ever see the movie Terrifier 1 or 2? My son had me watch it, and my mind was blown. I ain't never
I
heard of
don't
it.
think I've ever heard of it.
Never heard of it, buddy. But yo, your average guy. Listen, I took a trip to Florida one time, right? You know the
Okay,
vanilla
what
ice.
part of Florida? Because we done established this.
But listen, I look, we did, but listen, so I'm gonna tell you my story, right? So you know that the Vanilla Ice song is Ice Ice Baby or
Ice
whatever.
baby.
So there's a line in that song that like I heard like a million times, and it was A1A Beachfront Avenue. How about when I went there? That's where my little timeshare was on A1A Beachfront Avenue. I didn't even know what that meant until that day. You know what I mean? And I was standing there, I was like, huh. I guess that's a real place, and it's here. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Like people from all over the place. Like and you know, go out into the world, man. Like there's so much more to where you're from and where you live.
is.
So how
Yeah.
you say like, oh, I ain't coming to Pittsburgh, but like Pittsburgh actually isn't that bad,
I
right?
ain't never coming to Pittsburgh, bro.
You see, so that was the beauty of truck driving for me. That was one of the reasons I wanted to do it, was to be able to. I get paid to travel to your city, and I still get to enjoy myself while I'm there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I've had loads where I went to uh Miami or something. I would call my job and say, "Hey, I'm not ready to load out right now." Well, I would just spend that day at the beach, the rest of the day at the beach, or I hang out with my family that's in Miami, or something like that. I've been to what 48 out of all the states.
Well, there's only
So
48 that we can actually travel to by car.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
so yeah, I've been
But I
to them
went to
all, and
Cleveland. I was like,
you went to Cleveland, but you won't come to
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
that's why I said that's why I was finna get to. Like, I ain't never going to no city up north. The only north city I'm gonna go to is New York. 'Cause after going to Cleveland, I'm like, all the other cities around here got to be the same.
New
I
They're
York
don't
not.
know.
They're
smells.
not.
New
Cleveland
New York
smells.
look like it stinks.
But it's just
Yeah,
something
New York
about
does
like
smell
you
bad.
got
It
to go to
smells.
New York though. It's
Yeah.
just something about New York.
Yo, New York gives me anxiety.
No,
real,
it's
New
just
York
real
is
bad.
nothing like they
advertisement.
show on TV.
There's
Yeah,
so
New York.
bro, there's so many people and like it makes no sense like how things work. Like
Yeah, and I
because
just want to.
we're not used to that way of life, right? So like you can't really necessarily drive anywhere. You have to like take cabs and stuff.
Right,
And, like
right.
dirt
I
bro,
went to
like
New York.
you walk on a sidewalk and there's 9,000 people
And I
like
just want to
surrounding you.
experience
It's
that.
so weird.
For
No,
some
you
Candy
reason.
don't.
Trash,
I don't know
No, you
why.
rat
don't.
I
size, them
always
Ninja
say, man,
Turtles.
I gotta go and
The, the city of New
experience
York
that.
is literally built on trash. Back in the day, they used to throw all their garbage on the street side. So,
They
like,
still do.
the city smells bad. I went to New York and spent $3 for a Fanta. Like, who wants to go there and do that?
Bro, you
Like
know
that's
how I
on my
knew
bucket list. I'm sorry, going to New York is on my bucket list.
I've never
It's
been to
gonna
the
be
city
on.
of New York.
I'm gonna tell y'all
I've
the
never
dope
been to the
city.
city, but I've been to the state. And how I knew it was expensive, I went to a McDonald's in New York State, and they didn't even have a dollar menu. sausage biscuit was like $4 in New York versus
Right.
$1 in Georgia.
Right.
That's how I knew. Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, if
Like I've
that's
been
on
like
your bucket
Syracuse.
list,
I never
you
told
bet.
y'all that I went to the Nike headquarters. Portland up there, that's a
Oregon.
nice
Yeah.
Oregon, that's a nice area up there. I think
Very
Man,
green and beautiful.
I think y'all will love that.
if New York is on your bucket list, it better be the last thing because New York will definitely kill you. You ain't coming out. And it ain't gonna be no threat. It's gonna be the smell and the
Yeah,
bacteria.
it just I want to ride the subway. I want to go to Central Park. I'm like, man, it
I
Why
just
have
you at it? Swim in the water. Hey,
hell
hey.
no.
I have family. I have my uncle and my cousins. They live in New Jersey, and one time like I went up there, and when I was like a teenager, my uncle took me to like a CD store, and if you remember buying CDs, right?
Yep.
So he bought me 2 CDs. It was $60
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
for 2, and this was like a real store. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like no bodega or nothing, like, you know what I mean? $60. Like a slice of pizza and a drink, if I remember correctly, was like $15 for a
Yeah.
slice and a drink. It was
In
crazy.
New York, an average date is $120.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And their taxes are like here, they're crazy high. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know how people afford to live there, but
I used to feel that way about California. I always wanted. I've
I ain't
been
never
to.
going back.
I've been to Cali. This when I started truck driving. My trainer lived in Sacramento, and I got dropped off in California. But other than that, I've never explored California. I always wanted to, but at the same time, I see other people videos of California. It's nothing like you would see on TV.
that's how I
But
felt about
That's why
Florida.
I might say, nah, you don't want to go to Cali, cuz nah.
That's how
now
I felt about
Vegas,
Florida. Like on TV, like Florida looks great. Like, you know, it's beaches, hot girls everywhere. You're gonna have a great time till you get there and it's
And you
all
see butt
old
What I
naked
people.
tell
old
folks,
people.
Oh yeah, it's all old people and foreign people that don't speak English. So you can't even
yeah.
talk to them. You know what I mean? Like,
What I
Yeah.
tell them, don't get fooled what they say about Florida, cause now
Yeah,
that ain't
you gonna
it.
see some butt nakedness, but they're gonna be old
I
people
feel
walking on the
yeah.
nude beach and like somebody wanna
another thing that was super weird, so, like, I was, like, right outside Orlando because like, I went to Orlando, like, I was doing, like, the whole Disney thing, all that, and we went to the Walmart down there, like, you know how every Walmart has, like, the little, like, sporting goods section or whatever? It was nothing but Steeler items, like Steeler shirts, Steeler Christmas ornaments, Steeler, you know what I mean? They had no other team, and I'm in, you know what I mean? I'm in the middle of Florida or whatever, and I thought it was so weird that they just had nothing but Steeler stuff there.
I feel like what you see on TV is the surface, but when you get there, you see everything underneath that surface.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it is for me. But I do want to at least visit Vegas one time.
Yeah.
Vegas is
Yeah.
on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. Vegas, Japan, Tokyo.
I did a brief stint in Japan. I did a brief stint.
You ain't like it?
It was nice. It was nice. I wish I could, because I was only there for like a day. I wish
Oh man.
I wish I had spent more time there, but I was because it was on a trip that I went to Africa. I spent like a day in
That's
Japan.
another place I want to go to South Africa.
I spent like a day in Amsterdam. Um, that's how I ended up visiting Salt Lake. That's how I also ended up visiting New York.
How you doing? You in the army or something? What kind of job
Nah,
you
nah, nah. It was just vacationing, and
Oh,
then
okay.
ended up in Africa and spent about a week and a half in Africa. Went to like different spots.
That's dope.
I want to go there too. I want to go to Africa too.
It's nice. I mean, it's they it is and it is not what American television makes it look like. Like when you think of Africa, you think of them little commercials with the children sitting there laying on the ground, staring at the
Yeah.
camera, eyes all wide open with flies just walking on their eyes and stuff like that. And a nice white lady saying, for 10 cents a day, you can feed
Yeah.
this child for a lifetime. No, 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 no.
I kind of did not believe that anyway. Cause man, it's 2023. Ain't nobody living like that.
And people, you think people walking around butt naked?
Yeah.
No. It's some real swindlers. Some of everything. It's some of everything.
Yeah. And then
But
another
the
place I
women,
want to go, Jerusalem.
Ooh,
I want to go there too.
what about Italy?
Yeah.
if you go to Africa, you might as well go to Italy because it's right there. It's literally right there.
Yeah, the reason why I want to go to Jerusalem
Brazil.
because I want to see if it was real. If y'all
But
know
you know,
what
they tell black
Oh,
people
like
stay out of
God?
Italy, though.
yeah.
They
I
say it's
want
not
to
a good tourist spot.
I mean,
feel
obviously.
that presence, see if it was real.
So wait, so you want to? I don't know how to phrase it.
You
So
want to
like
see
you want to
Moses.
go to Jerusalem to see if you feel it.
Right, because see, you know what they teach you, like
Yeah,
they teach you that faith. You gotta believe in something
yeah.
that you don't see.
You
Because
want
see,
to see
like
the Technicolor Dream Coat.
Yeah,
they do have some things like they got like the tomb or whatever, and I think
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman did this, or he went there on it was like some show that he hosts on Netflix
Right.
or something like that. Because I watched it for a second, and they went into the tomb of Jesus and um all that. So like they have some like artifactual like evidence, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, I don't, I guess it's up to you if you believe it or not.
But
But
geographically, all of that is Africa. To be
It
honest,
is.
like
It is.
all
That's
of it is
North
Africa.
Africa.
Like
Yeah.
it's just stolen land. So I mean,
Yeah, that's North Africa that they don't talk about it and say and want to mention.
yeah.
see, I think Italy would be cool because like you go to like Rome and see like the Vatican, and then go to like ride that boat on that river or whatever people do. I think that's Venice though. But that's
If
a
I see
beautiful.
the Vatican, I want to see the Vatican. I want to see all the stolen books and stuff that they got down there, and I want to read them.
Bro, listen. There's a channel on YouTube. It's called the Y Files, like WHY Files.
I watch that channel.
Do
Yeah.
you? All right. So anyway, dude has like a talking fish, and he does these stories
Yep.
and stuff really really good. So supposedly, like they have this, and he has this video on his channel. You can check it out. Supposedly, the Vatican has a what did they call it? Think like a time machine, but it's not a time machine. But you can look back, you can go into this machine and look back at any time in history and actually see what is going on. Like you could literally like go and watch the crucifixion of Jesus, or you could watch the assassination of JFK, and like supposedly they got this in the Vatican or whatever, and
That's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
I don't think
that
I don't
is.
want to do that though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
And
Like,
but yeah, like so I guess some people don't believe it and other people believe it more so than others, and it's
I
like
would
one of
want
the,
to. I would want to look and go back in time with O.J. Simpson and see if he really did.
he did that. I'm not wasting my time at the Vatican and the machine on that. You know what I mean?
oh,
But yeah, like I don't know. There's like, but the Vatican's a cool place. My like my mom is from Italy, and she her family, like my grandparents and stuff like that, they were from a little town like right outside of Rome. So I think that would be
That's
kind of
nice.
cool, to go and like visit that.
you find out James a part of the mob.
So my mother, like
Oh.
my mother is full blown Italian. She came to my whole family, like my whole family. It's literally my grandparents and my mom and her two brothers came here in 1968. So
What mob family you from?
what's that? But anyways, but anyway, so out of my mom's side of the family, I'm the first American born from my bloodline.
What
Wow.
mob family you from, man?
It's not like that, like you think, but they're
The
it's
Silvatoris.
it's not like that, like you would think. Like that's
Oh man.
there's some elements to that in a lot of cities, though, like a lot. Like people think it's gone, it's not really gone.
Oh,
No.
I know.
Yeah.
Malls
They
still
just
run
turned into
things right here.
politicians and things like
Yeah,
that.
they still run things right here.
Yeah, it's not like, but it's not like what you think, like, from what I understand.
Like they supposedly run sports and to a certain degree dictate who wins what and things like that and how that plays out.
The way that I always looked at it, and I don't know how true it is, the way that I always looked at like sports and gambling and all that in Vegas is that those are the people behind Vegas.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
how if you think about it, them dudes in Vegas, like when they predict like the point spreads and like the game
right,
and all that, and how Vegas always wins, it's those dudes, man. Because like how they get it
right.
right all the time.
Yeah, the old saying goes, the house always wins.
You know what I mean? How they get that right?
I just want my connection, man. They give me a connect. That's all. That's it. 'Cause I see what they did to the city of Miami. They literally built that city. And y'all know what I mean.
But you going for these 13s tomorrow?
Nope.
You said the 38's coming out?
Jordan mids on
Nah.
Jordan 1 mids on sale?
Nah, I won't wear them, so I'm past.
Jordan 1 mid Flint playoff 13. Flint toe playoff 13.
Flinto.
It sucks. I gotta work tomorrow though.
Oh man.
But I do got 3 days off.
Yeah, I don't go back to work till Tuesday. Because Monday is what, like President's Day or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
President's Day.
Yep.
Good thing the trucking industry don't care. I don't get those kind of days off.
I'm off
Yeah,
for
I get
everything.
all the holidays off.
I get all the holidays off. Bro.
Yeah. We get all of
Mm-hmm.
It was some holidays I didn't even know was a holiday.
Right. Flag Day. Flag Day,
Yeah.
I'm at the crib.
Like, I didn't know that was a holiday, but thank you. I'm off.
Right.
And yo, I'm glad that they made Juneteenth like a federal holiday now. Because that's the same week as my birthday. So I just take like, because that's always a Monday or whatever. And then the next couple 4 days, I use 4 days of vacation. I get like 8 days off. Just because they made that a holiday for my birthday.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I don't know, I'm about to shut it down, man, for tonight, man. Thank you guys for everybody for showing up tonight. Had a great, this was fun. Like always, I love busting it up with you guys. So awesome to do that. For everybody that showed up tonight in the chat, man, shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. Look for more content from me coming up soon. Definitely go check out my man Homegrown Kicks on Instagram and YouTube. It's your average sneaker guy, even though he doesn't have his name up right. It's it's with a UR. And then vlogging with Demetrius. Go sub up to him. He's on the 1K. Any final words?
All right.
Hey man,
right.
if you're gonna get these 13s tomorrow, make sure all your information is correct. More than likely, if you want it, you're gonna get them. 13 don't sell out like that anyway.
Yeah,
so.
13. There's a lot of pairs. They're gonna be easy.
Man, don't y'all get no 13. Go get some Jordan Superfly son. Spend your money as well. Be different. Stop following the crowd. Be different.
Don't bring your challenges to Atlanta.
Shout out to all you guys, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
It was nice hanging with you, Patrick.
Hey.
Oh man.